Okay, guys, we're so glad you're here, but we gotta warn you, it's gonna be complete and total chaos. Not the kind where we give things away, but the kind where we're giving away secrets, ideas, and hints. We're gonna jump right into it. I'm Emma.
I'm Jam.
Are you sure?
I'm Jess.
And I'm Froggy.
We are Treasure. Help with us, and it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a call-in show.
It's gonna be a
and
mess.
It's gonna be a mess. The fact that we barely got this up and running, I'm pretty proud of us. So, really excited.
I'm
to do
super
that.
proud of you,
Really big
Jam.
hit.
And just so all the viewers out there know, I tease my brother relentlessly, mostly because I love him. And if I didn't love him, I wouldn't tease him. But what I'm going to tell you is this, is that Jam has worked tirelessly since Wednesday to get all this technology that we did not have and have never used together so that tonight we could have a call-in show so that we can talk about Jess's JIBLE. She has collected all of the data from all of the Justin interviews, compiled it all in one location, and she's created some solve information around it. And well, she'd like us to poke some holes in it politely. We are going to politely have opinions. We're going to respect one another when we don't necessarily agree. We're going to come at it with an idea of facts and talk maybe through one way or another. But mostly we're going to have fun. And then if it doesn't work out great, then we're just going to laugh at ourselves. How do we feel about that, boys and girls?
Feels good to me.
Love
We're
it.
gonna
I love
just
it.
see we spiral and crash and burn. That's part of the fun.
Do we
It's
have a
half
choice?
of what we do.
Do we have a choice? We don't have a choice. So.
We have a choice. That's how we do it. That's what we learn as we go. I love that Barry Johnson says this. This is so funny. It's so true too. Jess looks like she's a forensic investigator. Behind her, what you can see is who actually killed JFK. And what she's found is that there were two people on the grassy knoll.
You need some like red string, like tying everything together.
I know.
Be
I
awesome.
took the spring down. I took the spring and down just for tonight. And I put up fake maps, the places I'm not actually looking. So.
To throw people off.
So
I see
smart.
Montana's up there. Okay, that's good.
Wow. First of all, anybody who's looking in Montana, Froggy.
Well, let's do this. Let's test this phone call theory. We're gonna take.
Who would like to be our first ever phone
Our
call?
first caller.
So we only
somebody
take one.
call.
I don't have a queue. Whoever calls in first is going to get in. We're going to put the number up. We're going to just. What do you want to do? How do you want to do this? What format?
Should they guess the number?
No, I'm going to put it up. but I
Yes.
haven't put it up
Actually,
already.
he's like, I'm thinking of a number. It starts
What do you
with.
start with, Froggy?
8.
67 5309.
Whoa. She's not just an investigator. She's psychic.
Yeah. How do
There
you
you
want
go.
to do this first caller? Just
Okay. We're going to put the number up and people, someone call. Someone give us a call.
just about anything. What do you want them to talk about?
Oh, that would help, huh? Okay. So Jess, why don't you tell the people what brought this idea up?
Oh, okay. So we were talking, some of us on Discord, talking about how to frame up sort of a checklist for testing our solves before you go boots on the ground and before you invest a lot of time into a super fun solve just to find out that it actually contradicts, 1 or 5 parts of things that Justin has said, which most of which are in the JIBLE. But when we go to hold our solve up against these different parameters that he's given us, and then we find at the end that, oh, whoops, it's not supposed to be here, it's not supposed to be there. We were talking about, how do you do that up front? And so that conversation kind of evolved into tonight, where we talked about just going over some of the basic things that we think we can mostly agree on, which I think is always relative in the treasure hunt community, because even the things that seem basic, we tend to be able to split hairs on. So we'll see how much agreement we can actually get. But we thought we would just start with some things that we might mostly be able to agree on, and then pick some things apart and see if there's anything we can come to a consensus on that, what's our starting place for our checklist of how do we make sure that our solves are meeting the basic requirements?
That's a great question. And that's a great thought. Hold on, Jem. What are you having?
Are you guys ready for the first caller? Hold on.
Yes. Oh no, I'm terrified. Yes, I'm ready for the first caller. Are you ready, Jem, for the first caller?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Here's the best part about new technology, boys and girls, is we are such a believer that you are a member of our family that we will fail forward with you. We will try and risk, we will try and practice because we really believe that one of the fun things that we can be doing, and we heard this from Toby, and he talked about how in the Forrest Fenn days they do these call-in shows and they were great. And then I went and found a few and they were so fun. And guess what? Jack called in to those shows. It's a Friday night JIBLE study. That is hilarious.
Did everybody
Who-
bring your Bibles?
I have my JIBLE on my Bible. But yeah, so
Okay,
it's
here's our first caller. Let's see if it works.
okay, we're ready.
Caller, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? For everybody who doesn't know, this is Mr. Chad Bird.
Oh,
Chad Bird!
Bird! What's going
How's
on,
everybody
Chad?
doing?
We're doing wonderful.
I
You're a
can
very
hear
good
you.
caller.
I can hear you, Chad Bird.
We can hear you.
Nice.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear. I've heard Froggy and another voice.
Is it
Can you
me,
hear me?
Chad?
This
Can
is
you hear
Jess.
me?
Yeah.
Probably Jess and Emma. What is up, my
Nice.
friend? How are you doing? We're about to go. We're talking about Beyond the Map's Edge and the JIBLE, which is like the ultimate resource for information on Beyond the Map's Edge. You kind of have something that they're working on in Big Brains for your search, so
Right.
you kind of know a lot about something like this.
Yeah, but this is Beyond the Map's Edge call. Like, just want to wish everybody a good hunt.
Thanks, man.
You
I
know,
appreciate
looking
that.
forward to trying to find it and try. You know, and it'll be nice in Tucson if Justin went ahead and canceled out Yellowstone Park, so I don't have to go up to weeks
You
in
want, him
West
to,
Yellowstone buying your drinks.
you want him to get rid of Wyoming? I don't think he's going to get rid of Wyoming. That would be
Yeah.
crazy if he got rid of
Are you
Wyoming.
kidding? I'm excited. I'm going to go with you. I've decided, Chad, to Wyoming. That's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to meet you up there. I've never been to Wyoming. I've certainly never been to Yellowstone.
Wow. No, I mean, I spent a lot of time in West Yellowstone. Bought lots of drinks. I got to know those people pretty good. It was definitely an adventure, man. But no, I just wanted to, call in and wish you guys luck on the hunt. I'm looking forward to maybe getting out again in September. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't look like my availability for boots on the ground is going to be soon. So, wish everybody the best of luck.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad. We really
Thanks, Chad.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
And we're really excited that you're going to be making announcements at the Seeker Summit too. I know this is about Beyond the Map's Edge, but I'm
Yeah.
super, super excited that you're bringing up two great things you're going to be putting out at Seeker Summit for your hunt. And we're so excited to see you next week at our birthday party.
Can't wait
Yeah,
to
it's
see
gonna
you.
be awesome for sure. No, like a year in with really almost a year with Justin's hunt, and super excited what it produces with regard to the solves that people are coming up with. I know that thing that I've found patience with people is just being patient with their solves. I think a lot of people I guess that's the thing I'll leave. It's like, just for people, be patient with them. I know a lot of people have their solve and think they're right and all this kind of thing. The community can grow from, not being so mean to people who are a little roostery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I think roostering is like the most common things, especially, you know what I think I find about most roosters? And correct me, guys, if you think I'm wrong. Quite often, roosters are just so excited. Almost always when we see a big rooster situation, and I'm talking like the full rooster, like it's like rooster action. It's like yeah, it's up there. Those are almost always people who are brand new. They've never been part of Discord, or maybe they've read a couple things, or maybe they started to do this, and they are so excited. And then they come, and everybody's like, "Oh, let me burst your bubble." Listen, it takes nothing but a couple minutes of kindness.
Totally.
I'm sorry,
Correct.
Chet.
Yeah, I mean, someone just DM them and say, hey, this is a kind of, you don't want to exhibit it because of XYZ. It to put them on blast and on thread, you know. So
Yeah.
but
It
yeah,
would be
no,
nice
definitely
if we could
encourage, you know,
behave.
that positive.
I think when they go
Yeah,
out
for
for
sure,
the
for
solve
sure.
that they're 100% sure on, and then it's not there, then they get humbled and they learn, oh, I shouldn't be roostering because
Wow, feels like you're telling my
Yeah.
story right now. My first time out, boots on the ground, I was
It's all treasure hunting.
150% sure. And then I got there and I went down the hardest trail I've ever been on ever. It was also the first trail, but that's not the
Yeah.
point. And all I could think the whole
Yep.
time is he would not put this here. He would not put this here. And that's actually exactly why we're doing this show.
Yeah.
We're wondering how many thoughts about that people are having about why would this be a wrong theory, you know? So that's really the whole fun of it.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Chad, for being our first ever caller. It means the world to us. And I
Yep.
agree, let's have as much kindness in our hearts as we can for the roosters and the people who just have differing opinions. Because if we all thought it was in the same place and it turned out to be there, we'd all be in a big race to see who gets there first, and it would be a big fight. And I'd hate that.
Exactly. So I can
sure.
tell you just from emails, there's probably every 30 different solutions.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, it's probably the same with, you know, Justin, like any creator really, where they're getting this solution. Obviously, say yay or nay, because, you know, that's not fair to the hunt. But, you know, that makes so much sense to the person that's sending them. You're like, you know, as the creator, you're like, oh my gosh, like, how off can you be? You know what I mean? And then there are some that are really close. Man, you know, like, you know, man, they're the owl trying to see how many lips to the center of the Tootsie Pop or whatever that was, you know? Oh, yeah, I don't know. So I just encourage people to be positive out there, and, you know, I'm really grateful for you guys and looking for solutions y'all come up with.
we're grateful for you, my friend. So I can't wait to see you Wednesday.
So Jess,
Yeah,
I
man.
think the
Yeah.
one thing.
Be safe.
Thanks. See you on Wednesday. Can't wait, Chad. Okay, so Jess, I think the one.
See you, Justin.
Bye. Thanks for calling in. You're a perfect first caller.
Bye. See you, Chad. Take care, man.
See you guys.
So Jess, if you were to think of one part of the JIBLE that you're like, okay, this is something that I'm thinking is a good starting point.
Bring back Newt. Newt,
Okay, there's no
from time to time on hit Froggy's D&D channel. If you want to hear Newt, you got to go to the Froggy.
Newt is fantastic. I love Newt. He hits on me a little bit though. I'm like, come on, Newt.
All right.
Anyway, no. Okay, so Jess, what is one thing you think would be a good place to one piece where you think it'd be a good place to start, where there's maybe been some controversy?
Oh, those kind of are two separate things, maybe, Emma.
Oh, I usually start with two things. I never go for one.
Well, no, you know, when you ask what would be a good place to start, I was thinking things that we all agree on. So,
I'm the opposite of that.
Right, but let's just go to the opposite. I feel like even the things that most of us agree on, I mean, we've gotten into such conversations, especially on Discord, where I hang out a lot, and I feel like we get pretty in depth and split a lot of hairs. But, you know, even the super basic things like, is it in a cave? Well, how deep is a cave? What's just a ledge? And what's a building versus a structure? So there's just so many things that we can pick apart because that's what we do. But I feel like there's a few things that come to mind, but we'll probably get to most of them. But the one that comes to mind first is just the accessibility issues. So both the type of land, you know, we know that it's publicly accessible, but from there, it just kind of goes into all of these other questions. And then that kind of leads into these different issues of like the distance, how far do we have to walk? Are we going up something dangerous, or are we being, you know, something super safe? So there's a lot of things that group under the accessibility. So any one of those we could kind of, you know, launch into and start kind of picking apart. I mean, there's been lots of folks who, I mean, we've talked a ton about the, how far do we have to go? So that's one of the
Yeah,
biggest
that's a
accessibility questions.
big question, because actually I had somebody basically attack me in DM one day saying that I should never say that it's not a long walk, because it's really, you could walk 10 miles in and that's the starting point. And I'm like, based on, all I said was this, and I got to tell you, be very careful if you ever use this line.
Froggy,
Based
why
on
you
what?
do that? Leave her alone.
No, but I said based on what? They couldn't give me an example of why they thought it was appropriate to say that you walked 10 miles in and then that was the starting point. Because for me, and what does the JIBLE say? I mean, we can go to the JIBLE, right? Let's talk about accessibility. Let's pull up a couple lines from the JIBLE. How about that?
While we do that really quick, Ted Sanders, thank you so much. This is Theo. Thanks
Theo.
you guys for doing this. And thank you, Chad, for stopping in for sure. And of course, Bearbait. P.S. Jess in the West is the best. Hashtag we want Newt.
Newt's almost more popular right now than Scott, right? I mean, it's crazy.
Very-
But I don't
very
see anybody
popular.
saying free Newt.
JIBLE was a game changer, Jess. You rock. And it really was. It really
It
was
is.
a game changer. Thank you so much, Barry.
It's 100%.
Right.
Barry, did you buy a new ticket, Barry? Because I had to refund your ticket because you bought a Friday and a Friday. I'll have to message you. Okay. So I've got the JIBLE open. By the way, Jess, it really is a tremendous document. I don't know what you do, but clearly you're all about details.
Let's just say I'm a little type A, and I mean, I just felt my wheels spinning at first, and we didn't even have half the information. I did this after the Dylan Q&A, and I just felt so inundated with, there's things that are subjective and there's things that are objective, and where to even start. So that's, it started out being these kind of parameters that we could use as guardrails and say, oops, I bumped into this one, I better get back in the middle. Oops, I bumped into, I'm over in this ditch. And so it was really the rules at first. And then, as you know, now it's just got like everything, which is fine. But that's part of what I guess I was talking about originally, was how do we separate that out? Like, before you even get into the subjective clues, where do we start with just the very basic things that are rules? So anyway. Okay. Back
so
to
I have the JIBLE open, and the very first thing I see, which, by the way, under topic, it says accessibility. Again, that's why I'm like, oh my goodness, so well done. And it says, during 2023, I intentionally abandoned certain property at an undisclosed location in the Western United States. While the location could be legally accessed at the time of abandonment, participants are solely responsible for determining current access rights and obtaining any required permits or permissions. Land status and access rights may change over time. I know what I thought, and I'm going to start, literally, this is going to be just I know what I thought when I read that, or when I heard that the first time. To me, I feel like he talks about how, oh my gosh, I forget the name of the word.
Accessibility?
No. It's the kind of land. It's like it's like it starts with, I always call it BDSM land, and I know that that's not right.
BLM?
That's the one.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what I call it, BLM land. But BLM land is got the most potential to have changes to that kind of accessibility. I love how people are like, what's the matter with her? The answer is, it's been a long day, and these Smarties are not working, boys and girls. I'm going to keep trying.
Eat some more.
Well, let's bring someone in. What do you think about that?
You're going to get a caller?
Yeah, I'm going to put up the number. Are you ready? We can only take one call. So everybody else, once you see someone in, you're going to have to wait until they're off.
Smokey's like, what did she just say? I said BLM. Nobody can prove anything.
You have your phones. I'm going to pick
time out. Oh no, Robert.
Here we go.
I feel muted.
All right. So that's the phone number, 980-550-0747. So
there was an 8 in there. I was close. I mean,
there was an 8 in there. Where did you even get this number, Jem?
It's called Google Voice, and you don't.
Yeah, but that's
number. they give you phone numbers. So
Rose, stop saying that just because
this
it's
was from
true.
North Carolina, I believe.
It is North Carolina. Jess, I'm sorry that I took this so south. Forgive me.
It's so early on too.
I mean, who expected anything different? I'm eating candy. Literally, sugar makes me crazy.
Oh, we got a lot of either this is not working or that's such a good phone number. Thank you, Barry Johnson. I actually
Does
did
nobody have
a lot of
input? Because
different numbers.
do you understand why I think BLM? Because think about what happened. So, like U.S. Forest Services is going to be the hardest to change, right? Unless it's sold. BLM land is the most commonly changed.
747. This is actually I picked this out. Look at 5507 or 00747. I thought that was pretty easy.
That's pretty good.
Well, I don't know if people are shy or if this isn't working. That's part of the problem.
Scott, you're watching. Call in, but don't talk.
Yeah, call in, buddy. Let's just see.
Talk, Scott.
Some people might be shy. So
are you shy? There's nobody I've ever met in this world.
The call right now. Here we go. Hello, caller. Who is this caller?
Telemarketer.
It's Lizard.
Lizard. What's up? You made it in. Welcome to the show. We're out here talking about the JIBLE. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
We're good. We'd love to hear your thoughts on BLM land. Or other lands.
You're what? BLM?
Like, what are your thoughts on accessibility and what are the implications of what he said?
About
Oh. Yeah, I agree with you. Not good. As far as him leasing property, but I don't see him doing it. So definitely national awareness.
I do like the national forest angle just because it's harder to change it.
well, the reason why I think BLM is because he really cares about all this land being sold off, and BLM land was the one being sold off. It made me think the fact that he basically felt, I think he basically said that the reason why he was part of the reason he was doing this hunt was because of this, the sell off of the BLM land. And to me, that just speaks, it's got to be on a BLM land. But it's just me.
Well, I think there was the statement of Dylan too that if any that he felt like the lands being up for sale could have an effect on the hunt was kind of what he was implying. So that he would let us know if anything changed. I mean, again, you're kind of trying to read between the lines there. He didn't come out and say that, but that was one thing.
Right.
Yeah. Kind of weighed in favor. Although, so I'm looking at. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say not to focus too much on, because I think that limits. Like if you enough spot, then start looking into qualities of what that entails.
Yeah, I
Right.
agree with that. And I think Justin has pretty much said as much, more specifically having to do with the fee issue when everybody was just totally hung up on fees. And he's kind of, I think, tried to redirect us somewhat to, focus on solving the poem and not get so caught up on the little things like this. And, once we are somewhere, like you said, we want to make sure it fits with the information that we have. But do we really want to go through and just put a hard red line through things because we think that he meant this or that? So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, like the fees. Again, that could change month to month. There's always new stipulations or boundaries can move depending on where you're at.
again, I just feel national park, forest, whatever, with the fees should just be lower on the list.
I agree 100% on that.
Yeah, I think that's fair because we have kind of contradictory information too so far on what land would be best. I mean, I'm looking at the JIBLE here at one of his interviews from 2020 when he said with Calazar and K-Pro, when he said that BLM was actually kind of volatile, you know, it could be leased out to logging activities. So,
Right.
You know, what I am not an expert on this stuff, so I just go from exactly what is said on here when it comes to the different kinds of land. And I will say there's been some good discussion of that on Discord too. So if you have to search up a certain kind of land and go back and see what people have dug up on the laws and whatnot, there's some good info on there, but that's a hard one to parse through.
That's cool. I agree. So
Yeah,
I think too, like, go ahead. Wizard.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say too that like you almost can't exclude certain things. I do think though that people really went down the rabbit hole of him leasing the property back and like looking for property that was his own property or property that he had leased from the US Forest Services. They went deep dove on that. And I think that at the end of the day, the accessibility of that is really more about the fact that it breaks the rule that it wouldn't be related to a business that's within a mile of him.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. And also, he covered his tracks so well. If he did anything, you're not going to dig it up.
And I almost wonder too, not red herring exactly, but like if you, for example, if you're in Montana, like Froggy, there's a spot where Omega, so Double Omega has like leased off a piece of land. And like I just, the number of people who are like, it can only be there. And I'm like, only is a really strong word.
It's just, you're just limiting yourself, you know.
For sure.
If you're lining up and you're coming on a good solve, you're progressing, and then you look close enough and it's on property, then I would worry. But besides that, I wouldn't really focus on it.
Sure. For sure. And I mean, really, I think the key too is understanding what is and what is not publicly owned land. Great example is the rhubarb patch that's back behind Ma Barnes. Oh my gosh, what is the name of that place? I can't think of it. It's like a little store right there in Polaris. Oh my gosh. Maybe it is actually called Ma Barnes.
Yeah, I can't
What is
think
that
of
little
like
going up towards up towards Sawtooth? Well, in the book, he talks about the rhubarb and like how he would make the rhubarb pie so he could cut through to Grasshopper Creek through those people's yard. People went crazy, but she shared with us when we were in her store, general store, that was not on private, that was on private land, and that they were not happy that people kept traipsing through it.
Awesome. Hey, thank you so much for calling in and talking on our show. We really appreciate you dropping by.
Wow, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you so much, man.
For sure.
Later, Wiz.
Yeah.
Take care, Wiz.
Take care.
See you, man.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I mean, I think that really what that one boils down to is that we just know it has to be publicly accessible. So I do think if we start crossing things off without even knowing that we're there or why we're there, I do think we're just limiting ourselves for no reason at that point.
Well, when you say publicly accessible, is it publicly accessible like you can walk across it, or does that mean it's public land? You know, like, because there's spots where, you know, that's the thing. You should talk about the splitting the hairs.
Well, it's, you know, he's very careful with his choice of words there, isn't he? Because I don't think he ever says public land, does he?
I think, oh, that's a great question.
Always says publicly accessible. He says it's, I think. So let me just back up 1 second. Caveat. When I say what the JIBLE says or what Justin said, I am going from my memory and trying to look at stuff in the JIBLE.
You don't have
I
it
am
memorized?
not I am not the expert here. So I am just part of the, I'm throwing things out there. This is what I think. This is not like, I don't represent anything except for what goes on in my own brain. And I certainly have not found the treasure. So I wouldn't rely too much on that. But he has been really careful to say only that it's not on private property and it is publicly accessible. So is there a reason?
That's a really good point.
It's weird. Like, is there a reason he doesn't say public land? I don't know. I don't know what that reason would be, but people have noted that he, I don't think, ever has used the term public land. So make of that what you will.
Right. Well, Alan Kelly has a good point here. He says the best treasure, after all, often hide in plain sight, sometimes between the lines of an acknowledgments page. Any thoughts, panel?
I do not like that line because I haven't found anything in the acknowledgments pages, but yet there it is.
I don't believe it's you can look through the page and see it. I don't believe it.
I struggle with that too.
There's the ebook. You can't do that on either format. 2 out of 3 formats is not going to work. So I don't think it's that.
I did not find that one compelling either, I will say.
Well, but like sometimes they say like, the whole goal is to read between the lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is he saying to read between the lines, like read into the details of the acknowledgement page? That's how I took that. Read between the lines of what I told you in the acknowledgement page.
Oh, just more metaphorically. I like that more. Yeah.
He's also quite the metaphorical guy, right? Like
a little bit.
He is like, it's like interesting, right? So he when he talks, it's never like to your point, like let's use the words public land as a prime example. He never speaks direct. It's always like a circle around the possibilities. Right? Do we have another caller, Jim?
Let's get another caller. So I'm going to put the phone number back up. Let's see if someone.
Terrifying.
I put up, while we're waiting for that to come in, I put up a poll in your Discord today, Jam and Emma. And the question was, true or false, the poem contains all essential clues. And the result was 87% true, which is interesting because on his website in the very front, in the blue part, right, it's hard to see, but it says, while the poem containing all essential clues is freely available on this website. So it's, I think it's great that I bring up that point because Jess made a point about memory. And memory it's tough, but having a document where it's easily searchable and easily accessible is just incredible. So the JIBLE, I cannot express how impressive.
The JIBLE, I call it the JIBLE. We have a caller.
I call it the JIBLE too.
Who's joining us right now?
I think it's great that I bring up that. How's it going, Jam?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Who's this?
Rob.
It's Rob.
This is Danger Close.
Danger Close. Oh,
Okay.
Danger Close. How you
Danger
doing?
Close.
Welcome to the show. Do you have any comments on what we've been talking about? You might have to turn your show down in the background. So.
Hey, Danger Close. Yeah, we can hear you now. What would you like to add, Danger?
Okay. I want to add to the property thing. Do you guys remember at the beginning of somebody said, well, what if gates are closed in the wintertime? And Justin came out and said, well, in that case, you may have to travel a little bit further or walk in a little bit further to treasure. So I think that's a good clue as far as it being like on forest land or that kind of prop, not around private land at all.
Right, because you'd have to, if you're trying to go through private land, you'd be screwed out of the mile of it. So.
And I remember when that happened, Danger, because remember at the time
May of last year. No.
Yeah. It was when the pass between Elkhorn. Yeah, we can hear you now. Between Elkhorn and God, what is the town at the end of Elkhorn? I can't think of the name of that gate.
Wise.
Why is it Elkhorn, and why is that portion was blocked? And people were saying that what they were doing is getting off and going around the gate and traveling by snowmobile and such.
Well, and then there was a big debate about, was that section of hunt area completely ruled out because it was blocked off in the winter. So there were a lot of people who were really questioning that, you know, if this is gated off for whatever it was, 6 months of the year, does that just knock it out of hunt locations completely? And I don't know if that was what led to Mark and San Diego's question, or if I feel like maybe his question started with some road maintenance roadblocks or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, he had posed that question to Justin, and Justin then gave that really good response, I thought, of just because it's temporarily blocked off for some reason doesn't mean you cross it off as a hunt location. If you can theoretically get to it some other way, it remains a valid hunt location, even if you have to hike longer. Or, I mean, in this case, I think that the implication is even if you have to wait until springtime, it's still a valid, legitimate hunt location, even if it's temporarily closed for whatever reason. Yeah.
Here's
question for Froggy.
Yeah.
Hey, Froggy, are you headed to Miami soon? The audition for Miami Vice or anything?
I am. I'm on the way to Vegas. I'm gonna stop by. I have a connecting flight in Miami, so pop in for a Cuban sandwich or something. But what I wanted to add to this was
talking to you guys. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you very much, man. Thanks for
we appreciate you.
I wanted to add to the whole conversation of gates is sometimes I try to visualize myself in the place of Justin, and it might be a silly exercise, but like I'm in a rental vehicle, you know, something nondescript, and I've got my stuff with me, and I park at a certain time of day. I look around, there's no vehicles around. I've had this place under surveillance for a certain amount of time that I'm comfortable that this time I chose, this time of year is going to be pretty safe. And I get out and I make my way to where I want to put the treasure. At any point along that, do I stop and open a gate or cross cattle guards? I think of myself, you know, what would be the most likely scenario if I'm role playing this? If I got, you know, I'm looking over my shoulder, I don't want people there. I have some information about this place, but something could always pop up on me, like an animal that I've never seen in the wild before that I'm excited about. And I don't know, most times I lean toward I wouldn't want to mess with a gate because it's another variable that I don't have control over. Because people, I mean, we've all been to places that shouldn't have gates or the gate should be open, and we've seen locks. And we've all called numbers and they're like, I don't know why there's a lock there, but there's a lock there. And so that's just another variable that he wouldn't be able to control. And I think if I'm hiding this is like something I want to do right. I want to control as many variables as possible. So it's a little game I play out sometimes.
Right. Ooh, but I like this comment too. Look at this. 24-hour access would exclude anything that's closed for the winter. The area must be open 24 hours, and that alone excludes North Rim, for instance.
Well, is that true? Because he said as of now on March whatever, or whenever he did his very first interview, he said as of now, but he didn't say as of February or January, you know. So it was at that time. Doesn't mean it cannot close, right? Or does he say it's always open year round?
He didn't say 365.
Yeah, he didn't say 365. He did say,
but he didn't say it wasn't 365.
I am looking. Okay, so when he was asked that question, so there's answers that are on the website, and then there's the answers from the transcript of the interview. So if you ever, when you see it, an announcement on the website that came from an interview, it's really interesting to go back and actually see what he said in the interview, because it's more off the cuff, and usually there's a little bit more information. But keeping in mind that when he distills it down in writing for what he wants it to say on the website, obviously that's a little more persuasive. But when he was actually asked that question on Calazar and K-Pro's show, this was like 2 days after the hunt had opened, well, yeah, 2 or 3 days, I think. So keep in mind, just getting going, kind of getting a feel for answering these questions and how much we're going to pick them apart. But the context of that, they asked, can we access this location 24/7? Or does it maybe the location might have hours or things that we would need to worry about not being accessible 24/7? So they're asking about hours. And then he says, as of March 31st at 8:10 p.m. Central Time, 2025, no, there shouldn't be any restrictions in that regard. So I think for me, looking at the context of what was actually asked during the interview that he was then distilling down in the website announcements, I think he was talking about hours. Like it's not a place that's closed with a gate. Like one of the examples has been Crystal Park.
Right.
It's closed, right, at night or something. So for me, they weren't talking about year-round access and weather. They were talking about like business hours.
I like that. Business hours is good.
That's how I read it. That's open to debate.
What
No,
debate in the
agree.
treasure hunting world?
I think he makes it very clear if there's snow on the ground, you're not going to find it. So if there is snow, obviously, where you think it is, right? Montana, Froggy. If there is snow, you're not going to find it. So there's that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We take another caller.
Do we have another caller?
We can get another caller. I just have to
Would
post.
somebody like to call?
I get like 3 calls, but I can't only answer one. So
when someone's talking, you can't
tell me,
keep going.
I think I have a caller right now. Hold on. Let's see. This could be sales for me, though. I don't recognize the phone number. Let's see. Is it sales? Hello, caller. You're with us.
Hey, this is Chrome Platypus.
Sorry, one more time.
Chrome Platypus. Can you hear me?
Chrome Platypus.
Chrome Platypus.
Killer name. Yeah. I love the name. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. How you doing?
Thanks.
You have any thoughts on what we've been talking about?
Yeah, so a bit on the land designations. This is kind of a rabbit hole that a little bit too. I found some old interviews where just talking about wilderness areas and that being the gold standard where to hide a treasure. This was during the Fenn hunt, so that's something to consider as well. I know
Sure, the
there's
old Amy Seeks videos.
Yeah, I heard that the wilderness study areas, that's being land, right? So that could be potential place to look for. Also, the concept of the checkpoint to me, whether it's boots on the ground or online only, that would be interesting to hear your thoughts on that.
Do we dare go to the checkpoint?
Could we talk about
you have to be on
it's like Fight Club. You don't talk about the checkpoint.
We don't talk about the
checkpoint. Then next. No,
let's do it. Let's go to the checkpoint.
Okay. Ooh, hold on.
Scroll.
Find the checkpoint. I gotta get comfortable for a checkpoint conversation.
I think for the checkpoint, I think you have to be boots on the ground. I think that's kind of his point is you can't just sit at home for everything. At some point, you have to get out there. It's the whole point of the hunt. I think that is the part that requires you to go out, and then you go out and you see you're on the right path, and you go from there. That's just my opinion.
So yeah. So if we find that the checkpoint, it's announced that the checkpoint has been found, and let's say the next month or two, would it be fair to assume that it could be a southern state, maybe not Montana, maybe not a place with snow on the ground?
Well, what if I told you Montana doesn't have snow right now?
Yes, it does.
It does
I
not.
was told the other day that there was no snow.
Emma, you
There's no
shush.
snow in Montana right now.
I mean, there's so much snow in Montana.
It snowed, so
I'm looking out my window and there is at least 2 feet.
Oh, really? I
Yep.
can't tell if you're a liar, pants on fire or not, but it seems maybe. Hmm.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
need to
if
see a
it's
snowball. She
confirmed,
needs,
but
she needs to
it
come
would
in with a snowball.
be the
Do you want to build a
probability.
snowman?
Ah,
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, so
I
my
think
thought on the
New
checkpoint is 100% you have to be boots
Mexico,
on the ground.
I think
Oh, go
New
ahead,
Mexico
Jim.
is definitely a very possibility. Being down south, if you're talking down south, Arizona could be. I think Arizona's dangerous during the summer, which is crazy. It's just so
I think
hot
so
there.
too.
Just be really safe hunting. I mean, this is a perfect time to be in Arizona hunting. So if you think it's in Arizona, hunt now. Matter of fact, you should hunt on the 27th and 28th of March when we will be doing Secret
Shameless
Summit.
plug.
Brought to you by
Shameless plug for the Secret
LayerV.
Summit.
join us in Tucson.
For Layer
Tucson.
5 Secret Summit.
I mean, it's an hour and a
Well,
half.
but
from Phoenix. I don't know
But
where
let
the
me
snow
ask you
goes.
this really quick. I'm just going to call you Chrome because Chrome platypus is very long. Do you think that the checkpoint needs to be boots on the ground, or do you think you can armchair all the way to the checkpoint? Because the checkpoint feels halfway through to me.
The
And you said
checkpoint
you're at least
is
halfway
that
through,
way.
so you're
It's
not
at
wrong.
least that way.
Did we
It's
lose?
at least
Did we?
halfway through the poem clues.
Yeah.
So here's kind of a, I don't know, a finer point that he's put on that at one point. Again, this was really early on. This was back in April of 25. And people have honed in on this too, where he described the checkpoint as it will give you that reassuring feeling of, yes, I'm not completely lost and wasting more precious vacation days on a wild goose chase. So that a lot of people, including myself, would kind of read as, well, you must be boots on the ground when you find the checkpoint. If you're not wasting more vacation days, it's like implies
Right.
you're already out there wasting some of your vacation. So, and then he continued by saying that he wanted to balance kind of being able to figure it out from home with going boots on the ground.
Well, he also just dropped that knowledge that he wanted the whole hunt to feel like you're making progress, like you've realized that you're going forward correctly each step of the way. So the checkpoint is just part of it, I think. So.
Building in confidence, one of my favorite parts of that whole interview.
Yeah,
Great
that
interview,
was cool.
Toby. Good job, Toby.
Which is bad because mine is all over the place. So
hold on.
Well,
Emma
Alan
is laughing at
Kelly-
something.
Alan
What
Kelly
is
kills me. Go ahead,
Emma
Froggy,
laughing
read
at?
it. But I put it up the comment.
This
Alan
is from
Kelly
at
put.
Alan Kelly. I think it's a checkpoint, comma, then a reach around. How is that funny? I don't.
what is that word? What is that? What's so
Because
funny
it's
about it?
hiding behind a rock.
What does it mean?
Hiding behind something.
Hiding
That's
behind a rock. It's hiding behind a rock.
Thank you so much.
I'm not touching that one.
Thank you so much for calling in. We really, really appreciate it. Thank
good to
you.
hear you, Chrome Platypus.
The
Oh
coolest
my
name.
gosh.
Chrome, maybe that is the container, a Chrome.
That's what I was thinking.
Platypus. Luby, I said he wanted to call in. So hold on. Luby, if you see this, call in.
Luby, give us a call, friend.
What's it called? And we'll get you on there, man. So if you see that, if you're still around, let us know. We'll get you in. And,
Alan, you got me in trouble, Alan.
Luby.
I was doing so well ever since the BDSM comment.
You reach around a rock.
Isn't that what you reach around? I reach around rocks.
You raw dog it to the rock, and then you reach around the rock.
Between a rock
You
and a hard
guys are
place,
so
that's what I'm
bad for
saying.
me. Oh
Yeah.
gosh. I had no
I-
sleep and too much candy. This is such a bad combo.
I didn't think I'd need it, but here. Oh,
You have a
can't.
beep?
have
Oh,
the beep
your
button?
soundboard, you have a beep now?
No, apparently not.
If only tech was your jam.
You know, I can start messing with it, but then it would be an issue. It'd be a problem. So.
Oh gosh, I'm so dying laughing. I'm so sorry. So is Luby. Luby, are you still around, friend?
He might have dropped off. So what's it called?
Okay.
I just picked that up when he said that. So might be a little too late for Luby. But if you are there, Luby, there's the number 980-550-0747, or as we like to say, 0747. Just for you, my man. So, There's Chrome Platypus right there. Thanks for taking the call. Super hard to hear through the south. That's interesting. That's good to know, actually. Hold on. I can make some adjustments on that. So for next time, next person hopefully will hear. The Discord voice chat is really crisp, but you can't do a call in there. So
Yeah. Chip and I'm doing my very best, friend. It's Friday.
yeah.
It's Friday. I don't know about everybody else. I'm on day like 8 of work. And so I'm punch drunk. I'm trying.
It's
Look it up,
99%
Emma.
the first minute.
You get a minute. You get a minute. Oh, it's ringing.
We got a caller. We'll see what's up. Hello, caller. You are on our show. Who's this?
Hello. Hello, this is BH.
Oh, is this
BH? How are you?
Yeah.
Oh, what's
I'm
up?
good.
Being AEC.
I was just wondering, excited for your birthday?
So
Yes.
excited for our birthday.
You're gonna
I'm
be there,
a
right?
little bit scared this much that I won't be able to get out. But if I can't get out, that means Froggy can't get out. So,
I'll be there.
we're trying our best. Jim will have no problem getting out. But like, supposedly I'm supposed to get a boatload. I almost said another word that would have got me beeped. A big ton of ice this weekend. And so, Froggy, you too in Maryland, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming down.
Yeah, I
although I
heard
did
that.
check, I think Smokey put me on to this website, Weather Underground, and I think they lowered the projection. So we were looking at like 18 inches.
Oh.
Now we're looking at like 6, 7, and that's more manageable.
Weather
You can
Underground.
tell
Oh, I'll
Anthony.
have to read it.
Weather Underground, yeah.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't hear 6'7" without having PTSD right now. I have children.
Well, we're really excited for everybody who is coming to our birthday party at the Gold Spike on Wednesday from 7 to 10. Another shameless plug. There's just so much great stuff that's going to happen. BH is going to be there, and I cannot wait to meet so many people we've never met before.
Lou B will be there. Froggy will be there.
Cynthia will
Froggy
be there.
And say much love, and
Thank
I'll let
you.
other callers call in. Much
Thank
love.
you so much, BH. Can't wait to see you on Wednesday, friend.
Love it.
Yeah, you too. Much love. And let me know if you need any help. I'll be right there. I'll be close.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Much love. Peace.
I love B&H, man. He's so cool. So he actually has this really cool thing he's gonna do. I won't say what it is, but I'm excited to see it.
Why bring it up at all? He's got a really cool thing. He's gonna do some stuff and things, and then
That's such
you
a
don't
clue
get to
edger,
know.
man. Such a clue edger.
Yeah, that's
I know.
right.
Look at him.
Hey,
He's
you
that
wanna know?
guy.
You need to show up in Vegas, and you're gonna find out. You won't know.
Well, you make him sound like a streaker when you say it like that. I'm just saying.
Is he gonna streak?
No.
He's like, who started that rumor? It was Jam. Jam started that rumor.
What? I have nobody's streaking. Okay. So it looks like Luby left. That's too bad. We'll get you next time, Luby.
We'll take the next caller then.
Do that. Oh, I did just miss a phone call. That was my bad.
Is it who I think it was?
I don't know. It was not.
Okay.
Who do you think it was?
I think it was a caller.
Then yes, it was definitely a caller.
But it's
All
like
right.
that was such a setup to say, yeah, it's exactly who you think it was.
Yeah.
Okay, Froggy,
wanna see
what does the
people
JIBLE say about 6'7"? Oh my
I got
gosh.
no caller
Well,
ID.
6'7"
So I'm gonna pick this up. Here we go.
Okay,
6'7"
pick it up.
In the
We'll discuss
JIBLE a
6'7"
couple times.
later.
Hello, caller. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Who is this?
I'm doing pretty good. Am I on the air?
You are.
on the air. Who is this?
Oh my gosh! I made it in the call show. This is 3D Bronze.
3D
Bronze!
Nice, 3D bronze.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Welcome to the show, my friend. You do amazing work.
Oh my gosh. I have your amazing work right here, literally ready to go.
Nice. I wish I had something to contribute to this treasure hunt conversation. I do have a question. I haven't really worked on Justin's treasure hunt, to be honest, very much.
Yet.
Besides
Is it
reading,
because
like,
there's no idea what the container is?
Well, yeah, I wish he would just tell me so I can make a replica of it and share it with all you fine people. I guess it's a mystery, so maybe I'll just make some bronze tuckers or something. I don't know.
Yes.
Don't do it.
But,
Don't do it. You'll be out of my will. Don't you dare.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll make it in gems. Okay. So
Oh.
listen. So my question is, what I want to know is this like treasure hunt? Is it something where like kind of like Forrest Fenn's, like where it was like just very kind of simple in a way, and you're just following these directions from one point there, and then you wind up at the treasure? Or is there something more technical going on here? Because that's my whole thing, is like, when I got really discouraged when I saw that all the stuff you had to do to get that one super tech clue, and I was like, oh, I never would have figured that out. So I just want to know, is it something simple? I'm just following a path here? Like, has he said that? You know, I'm not caught up with all of his interviews and everything.
Well, I think you said that was literally the hardest clue out there, that it was the hardest one. He even said that it was the hardest clue. It wasn't important. He couldn't help himself. That's why he put it in. Don't judge this hunt by that. Here's the thing is, I think he thinks it's easy because he's really smart and he knows the answer. And so, you know, things like the cipher is supposed to be approachable, but we're probably all so far deep in it that we're too deep. You know, I think we've gone too deep in there. So
you guys don't think there's any type or anything you're deciphering? You think you're just matching the clues in the poem to locations, physical locations, and one to the next?
Well, I think that in the ebook, he said, or the audiobook, he says to draw a map. And I think that the reality is we know that the clues are in successive order. I do think that that it's approachable, that he had to have that technical clue. He is legitimately a technical guy, right? So how would he ever do this without having the technical side of it? He knew it wasn't going to be for everybody. He got that. I mean, I got to tell you something. The mild hint was when, in my opinion, talking about bat frequencies. That was the mild hint you could have seen about that. That's the only thing I can see that implies you should have been looking, right? But
I mean,
outside,
somebody figured it out. I mean, that's the toughest clue. It wasn't important. Someone figured it out. I wouldn't let that be
I wouldn't say it wasn't important. That's not something that I would ever say. I think it's very important.
I don't think so. He said it wasn't. You know what? We have this thing called the JIBLE. You can go in there, and he
Jess,
said,
you've memorized the JIBLE. What does it say?
He said multiple times that was not important. It just wasn't important. He just couldn't help himself.
I remember him saying it wasn't critical.
It's not critical.
I don't recall important, but
luckily we have the JIBLE.
I know. Hold on.
If you dig deep into the JIBLE, so deep, we'll find it.
And I've kind of, that's one area of the JIBLE that I just try not to look at anymore because we know what the technical clue is. So maybe I'll just delete it.
For sure.
Don't delete it.
Thank you for your input.
It's like
I'm gonna jump off, but I want to say I'm so excited to meet everyone, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And thank you for.
Are you going to be there Wednesday?
I couldn't make it out Wednesday.
No worries.
It's okay.
Thursday.
We will see you Thursday.
And are you coming to the Seeker Summit? Are you coming to the Seeker Summit?
I had to choose. I don't have infinite time off, so I had to choose between that and going boots on the ground for JCB. So I chose JCB.
I understand. Let me know if you need me to write you a doctor's note.
Treasure hunter event and no treasure hunt. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Although I would love to go. I really do. Seriously though, the treasure hunt that you guys are putting on for that, I want to make the box for that. I want to do it.
You want to make the box for that? Okay, I will. I know a guy. I'll talk to him about it. See what I can do for that.
We will see that.
Yeah, you don't have to pay me. I'm just going to do it.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Now you're speaking my language. Every single thing for the Seeker Summit's like at least $10,000. I'm like, what?
No, it's going to be a cool box. We're going to incorporate the theme of it. We could talk about it later, but I want to put my name in the hat. I want to throw it out there, and I will see you guys in just like less than a week.
We can't wait. Thank you so much for being so generous and so amazing.
Thank you, guys.
We really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. You guys are the generous ones. I appreciate it. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
We've been having a call. Sorry, I can't pick up when I'm on another call. So whoever was just calling, go ahead and call back in and I'll pick up there. Sorry about that. I couldn't pick up. I had someone else on. So I'll figure out how to work a queue afterwards. We just wanted to get this going and I barely got everything hooked up. You should see my desk is covered with equipment, brand new, expensive equipment. So
this is pretty cool though, to be able to interact in this way with an audience. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Rob Zeal, you're just showing up. Consider yourself instructed.
Yeah.
For Rob Zeal, I'm always talking to him like he's my little brother. I always tell him exactly what I think he should do.
It's so funny. This call came in like 10 times during that call and then stopped right when the call. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Here's the call. Thank you for calling. Welcome to the show. And who is this? Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? You might have to turn down your show in the background if you have it up. I'm sorry I wasn't able to pick up. I did see you. What's it called? We were just on with 3D Bronze. So who is this?
This is Rose.
Oh, Rose!
Oh, Rose! We're going to see you Wednesday.
Oh, you were feeling anxious about me not picking up. You're like, why isn't he picking up?
He's like, doesn't he know how important I am?
Rose,
right?
We are so excited to see you.
Takes me back to high school when my boyfriend would never call me back.
That's what the girls said about Jam all the time in high school, too.
Anyways, how are
I have
you
a couple
doing?
questions.
Okay.
I'm fabulous. So first off, I'm certain we will beat that 2,000 people threshold for the Speakers Summit. So I was kind of wondering what Jess was thinking the 2 states that would be eliminated are.
Ooh, that's a good question.
No pressure, Jess. Hope it's right.
What I'm predicting or what I wish they were.
Oh.
I wish that he would eliminate New Mexico for sure, so I could just get out of that state and that's living rent free in my head right now, even though I think the treasure's in Montana.
Ooh.
And then either Arizona or Wyoming would be my second choice that I would like to have.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, like take out some of the big ones. But
right.
I don't see that happening. Yeah. It'll probably be like California. Yeah. I don't think he'd take out Alaska because that's just mean. Maybe like California and Washington or something.
I was thinking California and Utah.
Yeah, I was going to say Utah, but I've seen so many people talking about solves in Utah lately. I feel kind of bad saying like, just take out that state that we all know it's not in, but because maybe
honestly, I would prefer him to take out my state. It's like, take it out and then I don't have to focus on it. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Then you get to start over.
Yeah, take Montana out. I can have a
come
whole
on, take my state, dang it.
Rose, what do you think he's going to do and what do you want him to do?
I think he'll remove Nevada and the Texas tip. I think those are the easiest.
Just the tip.
The least controversial. Probably the least bigoted. Because I doubt he wants to take away from all of the tourism that Montana and all these other states are getting right now. I think the lack of mention of Nevada and the Texas tip are a good reason to get rid of those. What do I wish it would be? Montana, for sure. Super satisfying and hilarious.
If he takes Montana out, he and I are going to have words.
You just want the chaos. So my thinking originally was, it's going to be Nevada because nobody's talking about Nevada. Nobody's searching Nevada. It's a safe one to get rid of. And maybe Alaska because it's so far away, blah, blah, blah. But then I thought he might want to be like, you know what? I'm going to make this worthwhile. I'm going to get rid of a major state, whether that's Utah, whether that's Arizona, whether that's what's probably not going to be Arizona. What's it called? Whether it's New Mexico, Wyoming, or Colorado, he might want to get rid of a major state. That would be interesting.
Well, it's
Maybe
an
it's a
interesting
little
thought.
Like,
What do you think the major states are? Because obviously, I think they're the big, really four, right? So you have Montana, Arizona, Wyoming, and New Mexico as the major four, in my opinion. Does everybody
Yeah.
else on this
I would
panel
go
kind of
for Harley
agree?
here because it was a Forrest Fenn search. So I would throw that one in there and say there's 5.
What was that one?
I agree. I think it would be Colorado. I think would be an interesting one to eliminate because, like, yeah, sure, I'm mostly in Arizona, New Mexico, but I do have a solve in Colorado that's been eating at me. It would be great if it got removed.
Yeah, that would be a bold one. See, a Forrest Fenn search area. If he removed any of the 4 Forrest Fenns, I'd be shocked. Those are our major ones. You can't discount any of the Forrest Fenn states. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
Okay.
one
much,
easy
Rose.
one and one hard one. That's what
I
I
have one more question.
Yes.
Last question, Emma. How do I find these BDSM lands?
You have to look on special maps.
Okay.
One verbal typo.
It's the line waiting to be drawn between, what was it, fantasy and reality or something. You have to draw that line.
Guys, thanks for finding my call.
So poorly
Thank
behaved
you.
tonight. Too much
Yes, sir.
candy.
It's a late night
Okay,
call-in show.
don't open up the lines. Lou
won't.
B's gonna call.
All right.
I liked what Jam said about safety, though. Eliminating states based on safety.
Well, and that's in alignment with the way Justin behaves because he's always about safety.
Right.
Like the number of times, like people think we're sitting there every time I've been to Montana, people think we're sitting there talking solves. And really, I would say probably 60% of the conversation we have is about how do you keep people safe? Like truly, how do you keep people, how do you stop
Eliminate
people from
two of the riskier states for this next
right?
year.
But like, how do you stop people from doing things like going hiking in Arizona without water? Or jumping off the edge of a cliff to look where they think he would have hidden, you know, the container based on GPS coordinates that never existed, you know.
Asking bears the directions for east.
Hey, bears are great at directions, I'm just saying. They know. When a bear scares you hard enough, you will run a different direction every time. Every time.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this needs no introduction. Welcome to the show, Luby.
Jam, Emma, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing today?
We're doing great, Lou.
So nice to have you on. I can't believe it. We're going to see you on Wednesday. Talk a little BTME.
Oh, I'm psyched, man. I can't wait to get out there. It looks like the weather's going to be great, too, for everybody coming out there. I think it's going to be, what, the upper 60s, maybe low 70s. It should be epic out there.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for that. I'm literally in the 20s right now. I cannot wait.
Yeah, winter. I live in Southern California, so winter's not so bad. I mean, it was like in the 60s to get today, and guys were complaining. But, yeah, it'll be great in Vegas. I think we're going to have a great time out there. I can't wait to meet everybody.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. I can't wait either. And your lovely wife is coming as well.
Yeah, my wife's coming, and my son, who was on the show, he's coming as well. You guys won't recognize him because he's like 23 now and is taller than I am, but he's going to come out too.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, it's so fun when your kids are over 21. You get to go hang out with them at bars and go gambling. It's so fun.
I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, it's possible I won't see him. He may just take off and ditch me the whole time, but
That's how that works. I get it completely. We're so excited though. And we hear that you're going to be at the Seekers Summit too. You guys are going to be part of the Netflix panel.
Yeah, Sherry and I are going to come out for that. We're really excited. That's I guess it's in Tucson now. It's
Tucson, yeah. We tried Phoenix. We tried Phoenix, but everything was like $100,000.
It's your daughter's birthday on the 27th. You got to bring her out. She was a star. She was getting the Starbucks.
Yeah,
so happy.
Yeah.
I wish my kids were happy treasure hunting, you know, like that.
Yeah. Well, now that she's got a boyfriend and everything else, it's a little different. I'm not sure she's going to want to hang with mom and dad on her birthday, but we'll see.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's super fun.
Yeah. What's going
Well,
on? I missed the beginning of this call. Are we?
No, it's okay.
We solved something. Does someone have the treasure?
No, not yet. We're talking about beyond the map's edge, and we're poking holes in some of the things that Justin said. And so one of the things we're talking about is like different locations and accessibility. And Justin, I mean, you might have learned this a little bit, Lou. Justin talks in riddles. He talks in riddles.
Well, what do you feel about the type of lands?
Sorry, just a bit of a delay.
Sorry.
Sorry, a bit of delay on my end here. But yeah, you know, I've met Justin a couple times, and he's a super smart guy. I mean, whoever finds this treasure is going to earn it. And I don't think it's going to be found for a while. You know, I haven't even started looking, to be honest. I thought I'd give everybody a year head start. So
that's kind of you. That's kind.
I did. Yeah, I mean, I did so well finding Fenn's treasure. I mean, this one should be a piece of cake, right?
Oh yeah, like snap! I can't believe we don't all have it yet.
Yeah, no, I don't. I've thought into it a little bit, but I haven't really dove to. You know, I don't know. I've got a lot going on, and I don't want to get consumed by it, which is easy to do. And anyway, March 27th is when it's game on for me. I'm going to start looking seriously at it.
I love that. I love that.
Assuming nobody finds it between now and then. I mean, maybe one of you guys will find it before March 27th, and that would make it'd make it a little bit different gathering, I guess.
It would be a different, but how great to hear from the man exactly how the solve went down, right?
Yeah, even if someone found it, that's going to make well, first of all, you can win $10,000.
Yeah, there will be a treasure hunt happening at the conference. Anybody with a ticket literally has access to enter the treasure hunt so long as they're 21 years of age or older.
It's so crazy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk on top of somebody. It's so crazy what's going on with the whole treasure hunt community and with you guys, with the YouTube, and you know, it's just awesome. It's a great time to be alive, and there's so much going on. I can't wait to get out there. I can't wait to get to Vegas and out to Tucson.
It's going to be a fantastic time.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you at TreasureCon speaking there. Is your wife also speaking? She's on the panel too, right? Or TreasureCon?
Yeah. The whole speaking thing, like I was asked to speak. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to say. I'm, you know, I mean, hey, here I am, the guy who didn't find Fenn's treasure, you know, that missed it by 2 states. Any questions, you know, something like that, maybe?
Well, rumor has it you were searching in Yellowstone too.
Yeah, the rumors there's all kinds of weird rumors. I was looking for it. Yeah, I mean, I gave up on my spot and started looking there, but that's a story in itself, and I won't go there. But I don't know. I'm supposed to speak. I'm not sure. Hopefully Cynthia's up there, and maybe some of the Hurts are up there, and they can do all the speaking, and my wife can sit there and look pretty, and you know, I don't have to do much.
Louie, you're one of the funniest ones. You're so funny. You better speak a bunch. So you got to keep us entertained.
Well, we'll save that for the drinking, for the alcohol and the parties and the rest of that. Then the truth is that's when the truth comes out, really.
Well, I actually have a really good tab, so you can definitely drink on mine the whole night.
Yeah, we got it. What is your favorite?
Well, I can't wait to get out there and meet everybody. I won't take everybody's time off the phone lines here, but I just wanted to call in and say hi and say thanks for everything you guys do, and congrats on the 3,000 subscribers. I remember getting that not that long ago, and that's a big accomplishment. So well done.
Well, congrats to you.
Thank
Over
you. 100,000
with some of the best videos, snake videos, all kinds of videos, planes landing sideways videos. Everybody should go subscribe to Lou B because it's a freaking, I mean, I just get lost in your videos. I'm just watching the neck. So everybody should go like, comment, subscribe to Lou B. It's amazing stuff. So thank you so much for coming on, Lou.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Lou.
hey, thanks for the kind words, and we'll see everybody out in Vegas. We'll look forward to it, and have a good night for those who who can't make it. You know, maybe Tucson's in the books in March.
Oh wait, Lou, you've got an interesting question really quick. Someone asked, Lou, have you ever seen any UFOs while you've been flying as a pilot?
Yeah, just one.
Really?
Okay, Lou. Now that's a story. Let's hear it.
Yeah. I'll leave that to. That's a long story. I'll do it in a little bit better. This connection
different format
story, but I did see one thing once that I couldn't explain, but it was at night, so I'll tell the story someday. But it's nothing all that exciting.
Sounds like there's a drink in your hand when you're telling this story. I'm in.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate you.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Have a great night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Lou.
Bye-bye.
That's cool. You just never know who you're going to get calling in
You
the
never
show.
know who you're going to get.
All right.
Okay, hold on. So who else would like to call in and talk to this fabulous panel? Froggy, you really do have Miami Vice going on.
It does. He looks so good.
I wanted to dress up, I wanted to, be spiffy for your panel, be professional here.
That is amazingly sweet of you.
I feel like that's
okay. Hold on.
Yeah, where's your jacket?
You know what? I'm gonna get a newt wig. And we're gonna have a newt off.
So you're gonna newt each other. You're gonna be newt with each other.
More newt. Who can get more newt? So
I mean, you did have that haircut in the 80s. I'm just saying.
I did, yeah.
Did you have a mullet? Did you have a mullet?
I did not have a mullet. Okay, although I'd rock a mullet. Business in the front, party in the back. There's nothing wrong with that. Just what do you want the next call to be about? We're talking about the JIBLE here. We got the JIBLE creator. Where do you think might be the biggest holes that you're worried about?
You mean with things like statements that are in the JIBLE?
Yeah, that you're like, this one's really got me. And we'll see what people say about it.
It's funny, when I was going through trying to make a list of things that I thought were like the certainties that we could start out with. And I even went back, and when I started rereading like his exact wording on things, some of it even threw me for a loop again. I was like, what? That's not what I thought it was clear, but then it was not. And there were these things where, yeah. So one of the things was, so I feel like we can probably all agree that this is at least a 2-part treasure hunt where we're hiking less than a mile to get to the point where we know where the treasure's at, right? Like we all have figured out that we have a mile to figure out where the treasure's at. And then after that, it sounds like we're retrieving, right? Based on what he said in Dylan. So to me, I think most of us are thinking it's at least 2 parts. Who knows? You might be skipping around even more than that, especially if some of us think it's a multi-state solve. And then there's the question of, are we counting the distance that we go on Google Earth? Or, it gets out there. But I think we're looking at least 2 parts where we are out figuring out where it is, and then whether we're going to another starting point, or if we're still continuing, then we're retrieving. So how do we figure that out with different distances and difficulty levels? So someone has an idea, it sounds like.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can get too late. I missed a caller. Sorry about that.
Caller, call back.
Call back. Whoever was just calling, I'll get you in. Sorry about that. I wanted to hear what she had to say. So, call back one more time and I will get you in.
That's interesting. While we're waiting for the caller to call back, I thought probably one of the most profound moments in all of the hunt so far was the moment he called it a retrieval mission. I was just like,
you're no longer searching, you're retrieving. But until we know what that means, what does that mean?
It means retrieving to me. It means you're going to get it. That's how I take that term. And that to me means that there's a way to know an exact location because it's pinpointed, right? Because you're retrieving, you're not guessing, and it's the size of a kitchen.
It's going to be so interesting when all is said and done to see like how this all, like, what is the technology being used, and how are we getting a pinpoint if it's not coordinates, which doesn't seem like it would work after we've picked that all apart. And I am so curious just to see how he put all this together.
He has a distaste for GPS solves after everything that happened with Forrest
and grid searching.
Yeah, he's not a fan of grid searching.
Do you guys remember the first time he said retrieve?
Dylan, I think, wasn't it?
Dylan.
Do you remember
If
the
you
context?
was it if you know what I know, you'd understand it was like a retrieval mission or something like that.
Yeah,
we got
it was
a
a
call from
distance type
We got a
thing.
caller.
We got a caller.
Hello, caller. Thank you for calling in. Who is this? You might have to mute your show in the background.
Hello?
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Can you hear me?
Who is this?
This is Anthony.
Anthony, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
Doing good. I'm doing good. I watch you guys all the time. You guys are great. You guys are exciting. You guys are talking about some very interesting things about the tube. I got some opinion on that because when you read the poem, there's like 3 lines where there's no actionable verbs. Right after cast your pole, subsequent 3 lines do not have any actionable verbs. It's almost as if you're doing a calculation. And you know something? The most beautiful thing Just can do is something holistic. And he saw it in a documentary. He loves an holistic song. Talks about Montana, a lot of love, memory, family. Same thing with Arizona and New Mexico. Why not bring it from one state all the way north to the south, or vice versa?
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, I didn't want to
You were
interrupt.
speaking.
I've been talking a lot, so I didn't want to be rude.
So are you saying that you believe the solve is a multi-state solve?
You hear that,
Did we
Anthony?
lose him?
Right. It's a multi-state solve. No, right. I think it's a multi-state solve because when you see him in a documentary and he talks about looking for Forrest Fenn and putting boots on the ground, he looks for technicalities, but he also looks for an holistic solve. If he can do anything, and I bet he can because he's intelligent, he can bring the treasure hunt from Montana to Arizona, New Mexico, and back. That's where all his love is, his memories, his family. And the book talks a lot about these 2 places. So, I mean, that would be a beautiful song.
I agree completely.
It's just so hard it's a relatively short poem. The first stanza we know is context more than action. And then the last stanza feels like it's sort of wrapping things up. I don't know. I've really looked into the multi-state solve angle and I just can't figure out. I mean, maybe 2 states. I have no idea how it would be even that, but I feel like how would you possibly fit in more than 2 states? But I still, I could see 2 states being involved, one of them being Montana. But it's an interesting question.
And it's certainly, it raises the question, like, why so many locations? Like, yes, it's like a testament to his past. It's almost like a romantic history of his life, right? Not romantic in the love sense of like a man and a woman, but the love of a lifetime, of a childhood, of a time that's missing and gone, right? And it takes you through all of these locations that, like, I can understand the need to want to draw across all the different states to make it happen. That I can't say that I wouldn't necessarily agree. I could say that I think that would make it an unbelievably difficult hunt. And when you talk about being boots on the ground, it's like, would you be required to go boots on the ground in each of those locations to get to the next piece?
And then keeping in mind what he said also in Dylan that, and this one I really don't want to butcher, but the one where he said it was walking distance between water's silent flight and
yes. Oh, where was that?
That's one of my favorite ones. To
it's
quote.
like so great, but so
he was talking with Cynthia. Is that Dylan? Did that happen at Dylan? He was talking to Cynthia.
Yeah.
Oops.
I can read. Do you want me to read it out? I have it right here.
Yeah, sure. Anthony, would you mind muting your video that you're watching or turning it down a little bit if you wouldn't mind?
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So the JIBLE. Is it walking distance from water's silent flight to round the bend and then past the hole? And then reading from the JIBLE there. So the answer, that's a little complicated. Is it walking distance from water's silent flight to round the bend past the hole? Boy, I'm not sure if I want to answer this. Let me think about this a moment. And then I think this is Cynthia. The difference for a 71-year-old person and 10-year-old. Yes, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
He really paused on that one, if I remember
He
correctly.
really paused.
Thought, is it
And so
walkable?
And he walked around a lot.
Here's my take on that. Because he didn't walk that. That's not part of where the treasure is. Or else it would be more easily, he would be able to know that. This was part of the 9,000 miles. This is something that you don't have to go. This is a clue that's there. In my opinion, this is all Froggy's opinion, that he scouted this out on his first trip. This is something that you can find along the way, and you'll be able to determine this from your armchair. And so he's trying to recollect, trying to figure out how he's going to answer it, trying to make sure it's walkable. He's maybe walking the path in his mind, but it's not where the treasure's at. And that's just my 2 cents.
And I have a follow-up thing to that, but I don't want to, the caller, did he have, like, what do you think about that?
Well, yeah, I think that's an interesting point because he talks about walking that particular stanza, and it makes sense. It's simple. There are actual verbs. Walk, round, past, cast. But then the third stanza, there's no actual verb. Await, stands, at. We finally see an actual verb on the 4th line in the 3rd stanza, return her face to find the place. So for those 3 lines, and one of them has a number which I think is significant, those 3 lines, which probably has 3 clues and 3 out of 10 clues, I mean, that's 30%, that's significant. He's not telling you to do anything. There is no actual verb. It kind of tells me that he's doing, well, it doesn't really matter what I think, but I think we can agree there's no actual verbs here.
What do you think? You don't have to tell us, but, you know, it does matter. Like, I think it matters what you think. I'm curious since,
I think you guys cast your poll. I mean, you guys. I think it matters what you think. I'm curious. I think you guys cast your poll. No, I think that you. Okay, hold on. No, I think you cast your poll, and you got to do calculations, and it brings you to return of face to find a place. I mean, you have his, and then you got a bride. She could be anybody. She could have been a guy. She could have been a girlfriend, a wife, but it's a bride. Then presumably you got a groom, double arcs. I mean, that's romantic. That's a wedding. Those are 2 things bonding. Mathematical paradigm. Double arcs. They cross. They get married. And like you were saying, I like that point you were saying that Justin does not like GPS, because if you really take GPS out of the equation and you just look for natural structures that exist in the real world, how are you going to direct one person, one place to another? There's not a lot of ways you can do it. I mean, the ancient people use celestial navigation, and I hate to say that because nobody likes that solve. Nobody likes that. I understand that. But I mean, ask yourself, would it be a beautiful solve for it to be Montana and Arizona? And yeah, it's difficult, but what's not arguable is that Justin is an extremely intelligent person. He can do it if he wants. And why wouldn't he? I mean, imagine if you're doing a treasure hunt and half of your family that lived centuries in one state. Are you not going to include that state in the treasure hunt? That's almost disrespectful, kind of. I mean, you want to bring everybody, and you want to bring the love and you want to include everything. It's romantic. It's beautiful. You can do it if you wanted to, and why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I mean, it's something to
I
think about
agree.
for sure.
It's a very big possibility that could be the case. You know, a lot of people think that it's a multi-state solve, and you know, absolutely. So, thank you so much.
I'd hate to negate that. You know what I mean? I'd hate to negate it because, like, what if the moment we were like, oh no, it can't be that, and then it turns around and it was all that, and then you're like, oh, remember that time we said it can't be that? It's like they're like, it was Froggy who said it wasn't
Emma
that.
said it.
I'll say it. It's not in Montana. I'll say it all the time.
Nobody likes Froggy.
Froggy hasn't been right about very much lately. Thank you so much, Anthony, for calling in. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you guys. Bye.
Thanks,
Take care, man.
Anthony.
See ya. And great point, PBC. Indiana Jones travels all over. So does
He really does.
Benjamin
And National
Gates.
Treasure, too.
Benjamin Gates.
I mean,
And that was when he brought up, when asked about how big is the scale, is it 50 by 50? And he said, I don't want to tell too much. I don't want to say, I don't want to give it away, but I will say 2 great movies. And so in my mind, I think of, okay, so is when asked a question about distance and scale, what is Justin more likely to do? Answer that the best way he can, or give you an answer that relates to something completely different.
Okay, this call has been coming in. We are going to get them in right now. Oh, this has been coming in a lot. Thank you so much for calling the show. Did I get you in? Oh, no.
Did you just hang up on the person? Jam!
What? I was
That's
trying to
just
text
so
them, hey, it's
mean.
call.
Caller, we're so sorry. Jam just hung up on you. Call us back.
Times. Call one more time. I promise you I'll get you in this time. So we'll give it a second. Go ahead and say what you were saying, Froggy. I just wanted to get that call in because they've called literally like 30 times. So I wanted to get them in.
I want to say thank you to Godelkin for the $2. Great show. Treasure Hunt with us. Appreciate you, Godelkin.
Godelkin, you're so
well.
sweet. I hope to see you at either Seeker Summit or the con. I don't know if you're going to either, but if you're there, please make sure we connect.
Yeah, we'll be at as many events as we can get to. So people are wondering, yes, we will be there.
Wait a minute, I just saw something that's so true. It's this one. Dang, that's not it. That's not it. This one is it. No, that's not it either. Hold on, I got it. Dang it, it keeps moving. And it is used to damage control.
Like they only call when we're on a call with someone. And like now we don't have a call. You call me. If they would call right now, I'd pick up. But they wait till I pick up a phone call, then they call. I can't pick up then.
You have to post what Alan said. You got to post what Alan said.
Where did he say? Hold on, where to go?
9:31.
Oh.
It's cool. Good love, Alan. Okay, here is a caller. It's not the same caller. Whoever
okay,
called
God,
me,
I hope it's Alan Kelly.
Here we go. Hello, caller. Thank you for calling the show. Who are we speaking to?
This is Ryan, but I just wanted to say I think that 42, someone had figured out that one of the songs, one of the versions of the songs at 42 seconds was the hidden clue.
Right, the technical clue?
Besides the bat thing. The other thing I want to say is if I ever get to ask Justin a question, it's going to be, is the how the hint to the container, is that found in one section or is it throughout the whole book? Also, looking forward to seeing you guys here in Tucson. Take care. Bye.
Oh, thank you, Ryan. And thank you for calling in. I hope he just says that too, whether or not it's the whole book or the poem or where will you find it. I would love to hear that.
Yeah, I want a clue to the cipher because we're wasting so much time on the cipher. Give us a little hint in the right direction. Some clue. Is it in the whole book? Any type of clue to help us narrow it down because the cipher is.
I think I know what the clue is going to be. The clue is going to be keep
very
looking.
It's very
keep looking. It's very approachable.
Okay, that person called again after I picked that call up. It's now open. Call back.
Go for it, caller. Go for it. You can do it.
You can do this. We can. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I did it. We got you on the show. I'm so sorry. I have not been able to pick up. Welcome to the show. Who's calling?
Oh, hooray. Maybe I usurped somebody's phone place. This is Shay from Oregon.
Shay,
how are you
I
doing?
love Shay.
We are having the worst timing. Right when I pick up a phone call, you call, and I'm like,
oh, he hung up on you.
I know. And then I finally,
you.
oh, I got it. And I hung up on you. So I apologize for that.
Okay, wait.
Well,
if you are not following Shay on Facebook, you are not living.
Yeah, super fun show, you guys. I just thought I would call and talk about, I have some questions about the bride that I want to hear your thoughts on.
The bride, Jess. Tell people what you think about the bride.
Well, what's the question? Did you have the question?
Okay. Yeah, so I have a couple. So I think Justin's Q&A where he said the bride, it depends on your definition of alive, and it's not somebody you can interact with today, right? So that's kind of mind-blowing. And to me, that's like a spiritual aspect of like what you believe to be alive. It can't be like a tree or something. And then the other question was like, so we have these three references to her. So the bride, her foot of three, return her face. Are they all the same? Or are they three different entities?
That's a great question.
Because I'll forget where I started.
Okay. Go, Jess.
Let's
Let's hear
it. What do
it.
you think the bride is? What do you think?
Okay, I'm not going to go there because I honestly don't know. And I only have one idea that I'm going with right now, and it's stupid. So I'm not going to, divulge, but that brings up something like, since we're kind of focusing on the rules and parameters, and the bride is a very subjective clue, right?
Right.
But it brings up something that I was thinking about today. Like, let's talk about splitting hairs. So the bride has to be something that, well, I'm not going to say what it has to be, but a lot of people have identified a bride that's, say, a mountain, right? Like a mountain peak that has a foot of three. So I got to thinking, do the rules about walking distances and publicly accessible and not dangerous, do those apply to something that we're using for this part, say this part of the poem that's a mountain peak that we're never going to go to? Say someone's, I don't know, Comet Mountain's a bad example, but there's lots of peaks that you can use for some part of the poem where you can't climb to the top. Or, maybe it's technically public land, but it's not safe to get up there. So that's the thing that I don't know. I started thinking about the bride and just some of the other clues too, like walking distance, where we're hiking less than a mile. We must not count any of the things where we're like hopping around before we go boots on the ground, or things that we can skip physically going to. Okay, so now that's my answer, which was not an answer, but hopefully I can feed everybody even more. See how I turned that around and like made it worse and put it back on you guys.
That was really nice of you, actually. I was waiting for that. Usually Jam does it.
You're welcome.
Well, I don't think you're wrong. And I think that I come back to, is a bride a representation of something with a feminine tone? Or is the bride an implication of an actual person who existed?
Froggy knows what the bride is, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
Well, tell us, Froggy.
I don't know what she is. I just know what she's not.
What isn't she?
She's not a person that ever existed.
Ever?
Ever.
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 How do you know?
How can she be alive then?
Because you can't have having a person being alive is not something that's open for debate. You're either alive or you're not. And
Well,
people
she
like
might
to
not be
say,
alive
well, okay, mythical theory, like no, that's come on, like humans are alive or they're not. Or humans were alive or they weren't.
I see what you're saying. Because he said it depends what your definition of alive is, therefore it can't be a person because it wouldn't matter what your definition is.
That's the logic. Yeah.
Well, but
Very
what if
interesting,
you're saying
Frogster.
alive in your memories? It could have been a person and they're alive.
Ooh, I love alive in your
consider that
memories.
But she
alive?
was still alive. She was still alive then.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's a good question we should ask. It's Seeker Summit.
Shay will be at Sinker Summit. Shay will be at Seeker Summit. I'm hoping she'll bring one of her chickens.
So Shane, what do you think
Do
the
you
Broncos
not
are
follow?
doing?
If you don't follow Shay on Facebook, you are missing out. She has chickens and rabbits, and she posts about them all the time, and they're so personality.
And they travel?
So-
You can, like an emotional support chicken?
I feel like I might have made that part up just a little bit, but I hope she brings them anyway.
I can see it. I can see it.
On a plane.
They're the cutest things ever.
Oh my God, it's so delayed right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's my fault.
Yeah, so like I definitely probably won't bring a chicken directly. They're very cute, but they would be mad. They would be mad for weeks if I did that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's so bad. That's okay.
I would feel guilty, but I definitely need a chicken visit. Jim, post the number again for the
I'm
room.
going to post it right now. Shay, thank you so much for calling. We really appreciate it. I'm so glad we got to.
Yeah, thank you guys. Sorry about the delay.
No,
It's not your fault. I assure you it's Jim.
It's probably me. It's learning. This is all learning. We will get it.
You're doing a great job, Jim. I actually think you're fantastic considering you've only had
Yeah,
this
you guys
equipment for
have
like 48
fun. I'll be
hours.
listening.
Thank you so much, Shay. All right, folks, there is the number you guys been requesting. I'm sorry had been in a list of calls from people that I guess wrote it down because it's 980-5500 and the Luby 747.
Oh, someone in the comments is talking about the lowrider. That was another one I was going to mention.
What's the lowrider?
You know, the song. All my friends.
All right, we have a caller.
Oh, snap. We got a caller. We got a caller over here.
Thank you so much, caller. Welcome to the show. Who are we talking to?
You're speaking to Alan Kelly. How's it going?
Alan Kelly! I'm so excited.
How you guys doing?
He made it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Alan Kelly, man, I'm going to speak to you, man. Something's going on in San Jose in June, like late June. Chad Bird's coming out. Davio's coming out. It's going to be in San Jose, so we're hoping you're available.
Where is my invite?
You're not invited.
What about Emma? Does she just not exist?
What about Froggy?
You're not. You guys don't live in San Jose. He lives in San Jose.
There's planes. There's vehicles. I could get there.
I get on planes almost every week. Wow. Alan, can you invite me to your event?
I'm saying silent because it seems like it's cutting out. I don't know what the issue is though.
Oh, we can hear you.
I think there must be some kind of delay. So that's what's affecting it. There's a delay from the phone to the thing. And so we're sorry about that. It's something I think I could direct hook my phone up to this device next time, but unfortunately it's going through Bluetooth, so there's probably a delay from that.
It's all right. I'll chime in. One, I just want to say, love this community. Love you guys. Think you guys are going to have a blast at Seeker Summit. Wish I could be there. Can't. But if someone can send me a shirt, I will pay for it. It doesn't matter. I just want a Seeker Summit shirt.
I will make it happen. I will make it happen. DM me and let me know what size you want, and I'll get it for you.
Extra small.
Extra small?
For the kids.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
There's definitely a delay. No, there's definitely a delay, but that's all right. No,
There's a long delay.
I just wanted to come in and just say, like, I'm good, just like being a knucklehead in the chat. And I appreciate this community and listening to people on Discord like on a daily basis. Takes my mind off of things. I won't get into that. But love it. Love you guys. I'm excited for Seeker Summit and all the other summits and cons that you guys are doing.
Well, you named the Seeker Summit.
Someone find one of the things soon, whether it's JCB or Justin's, don't care. Someone find something, please, soon. Please.
It will make it fun if somebody finds something. I think
Rock
it's going to
and roll.
be such an epic moment when somebody does find something.
Yeah, we're trying. So we're looking. Thank you so much.
Now
Alan.
you are.
We really appreciate you. We can't wait
Yeah.
to see you. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's all I got. Also, it's in Montana. Good night.
Nice.
Thank you, Alan Kelly. And this is why Alan Kelly is my super secret favorite hunter. Because he
I
believes
love
in Montana too.
He's so funny. He's so knowledgeable.
He is so knowledgeable. And you know what I love is he never really, I mean, as much as he jokes, he never presses his opinion on people. He's always like, hey, you think that the map stops at the edge and you now think that it's in Wisconsin? Hey, go with it, friend. You're right. That is beyond the map's edge. I can understand how you got there, but he lets people do their thing. He's always so happy and kind. I love it.
That's not in Montana. Hey, if Ava's listening, it is not in Montana.
Ava may be at the Seeker Summit. I don't know.
Good. I have some words for her.
Tyler will be there for sure. He's on a panel with Toby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are having a tech, AI, all sorts of things like that panel, which is important nowadays in treasure hunting. I don't know of anybody that doesn't at least put one little. Matter of fact, if you Google search, you're using AI. So it's in everything.
Exactly. It's everywhere. Okay, want to get another call? Oh, there you go. Did you answer, Jim? Are you
He
still
hung up
there?
again.
Oh.
Oh, let's try that again.
Jam, what's up?
Apparently, something happened and got rid of all the things.
I
Welcome
just
to
heard
the
Jam,
show.
what's up?
What is this? Did you get it? Oh, I thought it was muted.
What's going on, Jim?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Oh,
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
no, I got it now. I fixed it.
Yes, I can.
There we go. Welcome
Blink
to
twice if you can hear Froggy.
it's my look at there's a whole bunch
What's
of
going on,
buttons,
everyone?
and they got turned off. Welcome to the show. Who is this?
This is Jay Snipes.
Oh,
Chase Snipes.
good.
Jay Snipes in the house.
Hey, my question is, if Justin is going to rule out a state at the Seeker Summit, I'm wondering if he can also give us an elevation parameters like deduction.
I mean, here's what I'll tell you. To ask a question, you must be present because how the questions are going to be
Say
asked is
like
off of the
under
QR
9,000
code.
feet or something
Oh,
like
sorry.
that.
I'm so sorry, Jay Snipes. I did not mean to talk over you. We have an awesome lag. I apologize. But what I would say is at the Seeker Summit, they're going to use the technology from our sponsor, which I know.
Hello?
I'm like, you're like, can you hear us?
Can you not hear us?
Yes, Ken? No, I can hear you. Now I can.
Okay, try it again.
What about now?
Jam's cable conundrum.
We're good.
Jam's cable. Okay, perfect. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find a note here. Oh no, I just threw it on the ground. So we're going to use a scan system where you scan the like the code, and at the summit, you'll be able to ask questions from that scanned code. And when you do that, the layer 5 it's that technology that's taking you to that question. So that is a question that can be asked, and definitely people will vote on it. Now, will Justin answer that? That's a great question, and I don't think anybody knows for sure.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, the elevation.
But here's the thing: he 100% cannot answer a question that he never knew somebody asked at the summit.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is not only do you have to submit the question, it's going to be voted on. I mean, think about it. If we had 2,000 people show up and everybody decided to put in the question, he's not going to answer 2,000 questions, right? Even though a lot of will be repeat, they won't all get
He's
answered.
pretty nice. I've seen him do a lot of stuff for people.
We're going to be able to vote on it. So make sure you see an elevation one, vote on it, and it will get up there.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's
sounds good.
Move. Now, I mean, he may punt. You never know. He may punt and stuff like that. You know what he can't punt on? 100%. He's getting rid of a state, and 2,000 people. He's getting rid of 2 states, so he won't be able to punt on those.
How many people are in so far?
That's true.
Let me pull it up. I'll pull the number right now. Hold on.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want an update from Emma here in a minute.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm pulling it up right now.
Let's see where we're at.
358.
Roughly 133 people watching.
There's yeah.
Oh no. She's asking for Eventbrite. How many people have purchased tickets? The answer is 358. We're a weekend. We're at 358.
Yeah. So we have 1,600 and something left. And then we'll get 2 states eliminated. That's huge.
Come on, you guys.
I know we're gonna have to step it up.
One of the cheapest places to get to too is Tucson. So it's a great place to come out. You're going to see everything live. You're going to submit questions. You're going to be able to vote on questions. You're going to be able to participate in a $10,000+ treasure hunt on site at the place. I know I get asked that all the time. We will not make you go all over Tucson. It will be there. It will be solved that day. It will not be a multi-day thing. It's a one day. Somebody that day is going to win over $10,000 or more dollars. So
10,000 or more. We have $10,000 guaranteed at this moment. And the more sponsors we get, the more that's going to continue to grow. And we're sending our sponsorship deck out to everybody under the sun, seeing what we can do to grow it as large as possible. If we can get it between $10,000 and $20,000, that's going to be fan-stinking-tastic.
It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be a great time. Think about it.
I'm excited.
There's no conference that's ever had this many people of treasure hunting relevance, right? Like it's like the Castle Golden Greed is like, whoa, okay. Yeah. And then you have you have so many fensters, you have so many content creators, you have so many, you have Jenny Klein from Mysterious Writings. She had 10,000 people in her Discord. She's the first Discord of treasure hunting to get to 10,000. Oh no, we lost Froggy. But he's the leaf frog. Oh my gosh. But that's a huge thing. Like she is probably the classiest woman I've ever known. She is just so incredible. And like the way she conducts her business and the way, like, if you're not getting her Substack weekly, you're missing out. I read that Substack every single week. It's got so much great stuff in it. It's worth every penny. And like all these people, you're going to have so much content, so many people who understand. The director and the producer of Golden Greed.
Yeah, like that's a good one because you can ask questions about what was put in, what was
why things were taken out.
Yeah, what do you think was missing? Blah blah blah. So I think that's a unique thing that we're getting. So it's huge.
Right. Absolutely.
Jay Snipes, man, thank you so much for calling. We really appreciate it.
All right. Have a great night, everyone.
You too.
Bye.
Thanks.
Later, man. Take care. See ya.
I think I figured out what was going on. Oh, and another call. Thank you for calling the show. Thank you. Sorry. Who's it?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
We can hear you. You are on the show. What's up?
Hey, is this Jam?
It is Jam. Who's this?
Hey, this is Trey. My friends call me T-Ray. Man, it's an honor to speak to you, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Aww. Thank you for calling in.
Trey.
Yeah. My pronoun is them they. And like I really like appreciate all y'all do. Like I watch y'all all the time, like with the treasure hunts and stuff. Like I've been reading the book and I've been trying to figure all this stuff out, man. But like
man, it's confusing. You know what I'm saying? It's confusing.
It is. I mean, if it was simple, it would be solved. So, you just got to keep chucking away at it, man. That's what I'm trying to do. So every time I think I'm getting somewhere, he does an interview and I have to start all over. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, it's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Because like one man, I think it's over here, but in reality, bro, it's over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally know what you're saying.
Well, Trey, is there a place you're looking specifically?
Yeah, well, like, so I've been looking downtown. You know what I'm saying? And then, but sometimes it be uptown. You know, like I be checking fire hydrants and like light poles and stuff. But then it's just like it's not there.
Is this Rob?
I like your thinking. I like the way you're thinking. That's where I would check too. So
yeah,
thank
like
you so much for calling.
Y'all ever think about like putting stuff in like water fountains and that type of stuff?
Maybe, man. You never know. So, T-Ray,
man, come on, you give me a hint. Give me a little bit of hint.
Give you a hint?
Give me a little hint, bro. Yeah, just give me a little. You know what I'm saying? Just give T-Ray a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me think.
Wasn't it one of the interviews Justin said it's not in a water fountain?
I think he did say that. Here's
he said that in Dylan.
If you see a river and there's a fire hydrant near it, that's wrong. That's not it. That's
no man-made things.
Not it.
That's what I'm saying. You know, why would you have like because that'd be suspicious to me. You know what I'm saying? Because like, why would you have a fire hydrant near a river? Because you got water right there. You can get that water. That's free water in that river. You know what I'm saying?
It's too obvious.
That's a point.
It's too obvious, T-Ray. Thank you so much for calling.
Right.
I really appreciate you, man.
Well, hey, I appreciate y'all and everything y'all do, bro. That's on everything, man. Like Jam, you the man, bro. And like Froggy, I want to rub your head, bro. I just want to come over there, man, and just like rub the top of your head.
Jam's got it.
Come to Vegas, you buy him a drink, you might get to do that. So
I'm pretty easy.
Don't tell me what a good time. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be all up on that head. I'm gonna rub it for good luck. I'm gonna say, hey, Froggy, tell me where the treasure is. Tell me where that treasure is while I'm rubbing the top of his head.
Like a genie.
T-Ray, I appreciate you calling, man. You gave me, I love it. So thank you for calling.
Treyway,
all right. Much love, Jam.
All right. Talk to you later.
Big Trey.
Man, this is my favorite call of all time.
It's the most misunderstood for me.
I love it. I'm right above Froggy and he's talking about rubbing his head and I could literally do this. I'm like, that was so perfect.
I'm so glad you're the one under Jam and I'm under Emma. She's not rubbing my hair or anything.
I know.
I mean, not yet. The night is young.
The night is young.
You see my ADD and my inability to sit still so much in a long show.
T-Ray, man, that was a good call, man. That was a lot of fun. So, all right, here's the number.
Okay, who's next? Give us a call.
Open back up.
Maybe if you just have something to say, give us a call. I mean, we have Jess in the West here. She's responsible for the JIBLE.
You want to know?
She knows stuff.
Some people call it the JIBLE, like GIF or GIF.
Call in for sure.
JIBLE?
Some people say JIBLE because
When
it's like
you
GIF
say, oh yeah, you say he jibbled. Like I'm like, oh, that's not. That sounds like you're spilling down the front of your shirt and like half your tacos missing.
Well, like if I'm gonna go do research, I'll say I'm gonna go JIBLE.
Jibble-tastic.
Thank you for calling.
Rose is gonna rub my hair, so never mind, Emma. Okay.
Who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Mr. AK.
AK.
Oh, AK.
How you doing, sir?
Doing good. Jess in the West bring up the lowrider, so I wanted to bring back that lowrider comment.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Well, what would you like to know about the lowrider? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I agree. Like that tells you quite a bit, right? Like, is it a spot that you pull off that's still paved? Like, would you really take a lowrider on a dirt road?
My husband would.
What if
It
it's your
might
only
not come
car?
back in one piece, but
Didn't he say Ferrari? Didn't he say that? Something like that?
yeah.
You're not taking a Ferrari on a dirt road. You're
Or
just,
are you?
Right.
well, I mean, I guess if you have like Justin money, maybe you are, but you
Do
know
I
what I
have to
mean?
bring it back and it's still nice, or just like a rental Ferrari?
I really
Well,
believe it's paved. I know I'm kind of in the minority here, but
It kind of has to be.
I mean,
because
the way
it-
you talk about it, Froggy, I feel like you think it's in like just a basic everyday city park. You just roll on up and you're like, oh, look under this bench. Oh,
it's in
look
a
right
it's in
there.
a Bucky's. It's in the
It's
the
in a
furthest Bucky's
Buc-ee's.
west that you can go to. That's
Okay,
where it's
maybe
at.
now I do believe it's in a bronze Tucker. Instead, I think it's a bronze Bucky.
A bronze Bucky.
There you go, a bronze
It's not going to be
Bucky.
in bronze. It's going to be in aluminum, right? Aluminum.
Chrome
I think
plus.
it's chrome now.
You
It
think
doesn't
it's
work with
chrome?
chrome.
Whatever happened to the anodized titanium or whatever?
It
Or
might
like
be
the
that.
chrome platypus more.
Yeah. So, AK, what do you think the container is? Do you have a guess at all?
No, he wants to talk about the lowrider.
I don't.
Oh, we were.
It's
Sorry.
really hard to speculate, right? Like, there's been so many different ideas thrown out that, I mean, it's something that we've all seen and we all will notice.
I agree. Let's go back to the lowrider. I apologize for that. What do you think about that?
I think he just said low rider so that people could understand that you did not have to have clearance. I think he was trying to make sense. Like, of all the times he's so unclear, and I say that with respect to his wordsmithery. All the times he's unclear, you cannot get more definitive than no, a low rider could get there. And
There's
as
a word in
somebody
front of
who's
lowrider too. There's a
Go
word in
ahead.
front of lowrider. A serious.
A
Like
serious
a serious
lowrider.
lowrider. So it's
I
not
wanted
just
to put
it's
the
not
word
just
hoopty in
lowrider.
there.
It almost plays into that, you know, keeping people safe and not doing things dangerous and going off road. You know what I mean? Which is really, really smart.
I think it means it's paved road. I mean, that's the only thing I could think. It has to be
Almost
paved.
flat paved road.
I'll tell you this, Andrew.
Or like a
I
paved
don't know if
parking
me and you
lot
have
or a paved pole law.
Yeah.
I don't know if me and you have talked on this one, Andrew, but when I was doing my treasure hunting, I really did struggle with what road that they were going to park on, because the last thing I would want is somebody to damage their vehicle going for my hunt. I would feel terrible at that. Safety first, and then if their vehicle, like, geez, man, I was like, so I really made sure that, look, the roads there I let them know are paved, or if they weren't, I kind of let them know beforehand, just so they were really clear on what type of vehicle that they would be getting into.
Right. Well, but here's the thing.
Yeah,
So
I
then
agree.
that comes back to, where does your mile start? Is it where you get out of the car? Is, are you parking in a spot where that happens? I mean, that's a pretty serious question.
Right. And like, does that, you know, you won't hike more than a mile play into like, okay, is that really a normal trail that you're hiking on? Or are you going off the beating path for that first, you know, mile where you know where the treasure's at after that?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question.
That plays a big effect, right?
Yeah, that does pay a big effect.
Yeah, it's curious to whether you're going to a parking lot, whether you're pulling to the side of a road, which I think you have to do for one of the JCB Forrest Fenn box. It's like, to me, you're definitely driving on a road. You're able to pull over. You're gonna have to hike a mile. That's gonna tell you where you should know where the treasure's at. Maybe that is where the treasure's at. So, but to get there, I don't think you're on a dirt road. I think that when he said extreme lowrider, a Ferrari, that's not driving on a dirt road at all. Every dirt road has some kind of pothole, holes in it, stuff like that. I mean, a lot of roads have that. So I think it made it pretty clear that you're not going to be driving off road to get to where you should be starting for the 1 mile hike.
Right.
There almost does
Yes,
have to
I
be
absolutely agree.
I'm sorry, Jess. Go ahead.
I do just have to say that I love how comfortable Emma looks tonight in that big comfy chair.
This is a super comfy chair.
Work today.
She's just laid back tonight.
I am very chill and relaxed. I've had about 100 Smarties and great conversation with tremendous people. I mean, I'm having word typos left and right. Jim has a soundboard and isn't able to still beat me. I'm just having a great time. This is such a fun conversation.
It is. I'm having a great time. Mr. 8K.
Awesome. I'll let you guys go and take another call.
We'll see you Wednesday night, friend.
See you Wednesday night, my friend.
I'll see you guys Wednesday night.
All right, bye.
Okay, who's next on the call? Callers, come on in.
Here we go right now. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for calling. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Yeah, man, this is Dre, OOD Dre. My homeboy just called up here a while ago, T-Ray.
I love T-Ray. So happy that you called.
Yeah,
also.
he's my boy for real, man. Like, yeah, he's man for real, man. You were talking about a low rider, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was thinking about getting some tickets and rolling up, but like, you know, I drive one of them little cars, kind of like a little clown car. Me and T-Ray be up in there like hunched up, like Mr. Incredible up in that thing. And so like we were thinking about showing up and just hopping up, you know, trying to find this treasure and whatnot. But like, so I just buy like the ticket and then we meet up at the place. Is that how this goes down? Like, where's it at?
That sounds like a good plan to me.
Exactly right.
Ditto.
When you say clown car, how many doors does this car have?
It's got two, you know what I'm saying? So like people have to hop in the back. Like sometimes I strap my kid in there like a little goblin or something, you know what I'm saying? I got them strapped in the back and stuff, man, for real. Like my baby mama don't like it because it's like unprofessional.
Is there going to be room for the treasure, though?
Oh, a good one.
Might want to leave the goblin at home.
Behind it. Yeah, I got one of them little goblin trailers that you put behind it.
Oh, a trailer. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were talking about a kid. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, I might even put the kid back there too. I might put him on top of it to hold it while I'm going down the road so no treasure goes flying off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got
a roof rack on the clown car.
Yeah.
Listen, is it even a proper clown car without a roof rack? That's what I want to know.
It's not. Hey, you tell my friend T-Ray, man, that what's called. I hope he finds that treasure, man.
Yeah, see, me and T-Ray, for real, me and T-Ray, we used to do like kids' birthday parties. And like we had to stop doing it because like, you know, we had some like the lawsuits and stuff, and I ain't gonna get into that. But anyways, like, so what happened was like I went to this one party and these little Asian kids kept calling me a cool no kabootsu, and I didn't know what that meant, but then I looked it up and I got really mad. And so like, you know, it's just been a rough time lately. So like, you know, this gonna really help me out a lot to be going on a treasure hunt for real.
Yeah.
For real.
It feels good. You get rid of life's problems, come together with friends, and you look for a treasure, you can maybe change your life. So
yeah, for real, man. But I want to say so. Hey, Froggy got the most beautiful head I ever seen in my life, for real.
Amen.
It's beautiful. It's a
Thank you, brother.
really
Thank
good
you.
shape. It's a really good shape. You know, a little jealous. So
yeah, man, that man look like he get a Gillette razor on that thing for real. Go sliding across that like a skater or something, man, like a figure skater.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I love y'all. Y'all take it easy for real.
Thanks, man. Oh, you finally got in. You've been trying to get in. I got you. Welcome to the show. Who are we talking to?
What's up? This is Neil. I'm in right on.
Neil. Yes.
Neil.
Comments. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm good, thanks. I can see the feedback issue you guys are having now. So I wanted to just kind of touch base on a few things that you guys were talking about earlier. And one of them was basically the treasure being a multi-state. And I wanted to say that I don't agree with that, because if he's going to be eliminating states and you're looking on a map and let's say you have to, you're trying to make an X. If he eliminates states, it eliminates your theory completely. You know what I mean? Think about it. It would send anyone, if you eliminate states in a treasure hunt, that's going to take a multi-state solve, then it's going to throw everyone's head completely off that thinks it's a multi-state solve as soon as you eliminate states.
Well,
That's
if
true.
Does that make logical sense?
If your states are Wyoming and Montana, and he doesn't eliminate either of those states, your multi-state solve still is legit. So, right?
In a sense, but it's hard to kind of explain in a logical way if you think about it, because it's let's say if I'm doing that, the same thing that you're saying I'm doing. Well, he knows that if he eliminates states, and that's the way his solve is, that people are not going to use an X on a map, because it just doesn't make sense, or for you to be traveling to multiple states either, when he says you're going to be using an X amount of money. But regardless, that's just one of my thoughts. And another one was about the bride.
About the what?
The bride. And everyone's I just had a personal thought. I just thought I'd throw it out there that maybe the bride's not necessarily a bride. Maybe it's something that somebody's married to, you know what I mean? Committed to, instead of an actual bride. Someone's committed to maybe a mountain or a place they like to keep going, and they can't stop going there.
Well, and there was the argument for a long time that his grandfather was married to his job up in Montana, and that meant it was a whole area. Did you hear that, Froggy?
Read the book and you listen about his father. His father talks about, he's just so in depth with that Posey and his own family history. They even talk about the gift shop itself, like it's a top hat for a wedding, you know what I mean? And it gave me the thought, especially after listening to the cognitive bias by Jack, that somebody could be married to something, like you're married to your work, you're married to this, you're married to that. So that can kind of give you an idea of possible location. But I also thought the bride might just be something that resembles a bride distinctively, and it's a landmark. And in 20 degrees, you will confirm that landmark by using your compass, you know what I mean? And then returning her face might just be as simple as returning into a direction. The whole poem, I feel, is almost directional, you know what I mean? Casting your pole around the bend, so on and so forth. Not only are they possibly hints to locations, but they're actual directions. Let me give you an example, like double arcs on granite bold. If I want to cross a river and there's two boulders over it, and I hop across both of those boulders, I make double arcs. You know what I mean? It might be so simple, it's stupid. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I got.
Right. Well, I think that'll be, I don't think you're wrong. I do think that we're going to look back at this and we're going to be like, wow, that was so simple. I overcomplicated it. Like, I can't believe I didn't think that because I thought that was too simple. I think there's going to be a ton of that. And I think that people are going to be like, I can't believe I dug such a deep rabbit hole.
No, honestly, I honestly feel that the double arcs might be emotion, or it might be two specific people, that are in that same place of lore. The double arcs and granite bold where secrets of the past still hold. Nature guards the sacred space. Sacred space has always kind of been just on the Golden Greed Netflix alone. Cynthia calls out sacred space as the exact spot where Forrest Fenn's treasure was, and it was always known as the sacred space. So it's almost like the word sacred space in the poem is the spot where the treasure is, the sacred space. Nature guards it. I wonder, something guards it. I don't have it in front of me. But,
well, it's interesting you say that because
tell.
I hunted for this treasure with Cynthia, and one of the things she looks for, and I don't think she would mind me saying this, is that she looks to see if a place is majestic and if it's something that would be worthy of a treasure being left there. She takes it the beauty and the look of an area into account as much as whether she had to drive a lowrider.
The beauty of the area would be so hard I mean, there's so many beautiful areas throughout, even in Tucson alone. The people that haven't been here, the mountain alone has 6 different climate changes. You could take the same hike 4 different times a year and you're on a completely different trail the way it grows. So I definitely, and part of me actually thought he might have put it somewhere more south, because the Forrest Fenn hunt and everything is all about Yellowstone and everything up north, on that side of the Rocky Mountains. But a lot of people really don't know what's south of Santa Fe, and Tucson, me being a local Tucsonan, knowing about the rich history and what a beautiful area this is, it almost instantly thought to myself after I watched it that he possibly would put it here, because I would definitely want everybody to see what I see in this place everyone thinks is a desert. However, at the same time, I would never bring somebody to this death trap, because so many people just do not think about hiking in the heat, and it's worse than snow. It's just so dangerous. They drop like flies. We had 15 people last year. I mean, this year already.
Oh, wow.
You know,
That's
so
a lot of people.
The treasure hunt has so many theories. Obviously, you can tell I'm a talker. I'll keep you guys entertained, right? But there's just so many different ways to look at it. I honestly feel that the poem is more of a directional and a hint. It kind of hints you to the place to start, but you read the poem, you follow the poem almost as directions. And if you kind of look at it like that, it almost tells you, around the bend, past the hole, I'll wait for you to cast your pole. He also mentions in his books several times how he's casting his pole into particular rivers or whatnot, and streams or a babbling brook. So with that being said, it might give you a theory. I don't even know if there's a stream in the thing. And if he eliminates particular states in March, if it's my state, I might have a heart attack. I don't know. Not my particular state, but my salt state, I would say. I don't think he'd be eliminating any of the states that are really close by, being that a lot of people are traveling all over the country to Arizona just so they could go to states that are around here or in here and do the solve with the secret summit and combine the vacation. So just like Montana, he wasn't going to stand up there and eliminate Montana in front of everybody. I seriously doubt he would eliminate any of these southern states at that time as well too. You know what I mean? So that's a really, really interesting one, what he's going to do there, I would say. But I definitely don't feel it's in any of the northern states. I think he brought it more south. It surprised the heck out of everyone.
I mean, it would be shocking to me if he. Okay, I should rephrase that. He is going to eliminate one state for sure. If we hit 2,000 people, he's going to eliminate 2 states. I think that the likelihood of eliminating a state of noteworthiness is greater if he has to eliminate 2. I mean, I'm guessing. I have nothing that says he'll do anything like that.
I totally agree.
I know you're talking about.
There's so many states that. Sorry.
I know you're talking about surrounding states, and he probably wouldn't, like, people are coming out to Arizona, he wouldn't do it. But I could see him eliminating Nevada and even California.
I could see that.
Yeah, and they're both.
I could see that as well too.
Yeah, they're both right there.
Oregon, California, Washington. But if he eliminates those, how much is that going to help 90% of the people watching the show? Even, you know what I mean? And one thing I want to point out is that in August, Justin made an announcement of a lot of people being extremely close. If you guys don't remember. Now, if you take that theory, if you take that, what he said, and you take the theory of the hot spots at that time, which were Montana, Nevada, and Arizona. Those are your 3 major states. You think about it, you know what I mean? Those are the hottest spots that were going on during the treasure hunt in the beginning. There's people going to Washington. He said a lot of you have been really close. And that right there tells you that it's got to be in one of these hotspot states. Not gotta be, but it's potentially a good option. Good odds.
Well, I mean, you say that, but the day that or 2 days before he said that, we were in Montana and we met like 7 different hunters. There's, yeah, no, like I think the problem is, it's not a problem. It's a great thing. It's a great problem to have if you're Justin Posey or even JCB for that matter. The problem is there are so many people out there actually hunting right now. Gosh, that's a fantastic problem to have. Right?
Oh, I know, but it's almost like the Forrest Fenn. Everybody's hopes were surging all the way to Santa Fe, New Mexico. I hate to say this out loud.
Right.
Clear and bright. What do you know? But anyways, and then Justin coincidentally on Netflix makes this. In the beginning of the Forrest hunt, was like hope for everybody. And then coincidentally, Santa Fe is what they were blowing up on Netflix. But I kind of killed that theory when I found out he wrote the poem way, way long ago. So with that being said, it's hard to really determine exactly what state, but I just feel that it's either the states of New Mexico, Arizona, Montana, they had the most people in them, I think, and then that's when most people were in those states, and he was admitting that, hey, some of you have been really close, within 200 feet of this checkpoint even, So with that being said, I don't know how many people were really searching in Washington. I do know a lot of people just jumped the gun and went right to Montana and right to New Mexico and even to Tucson, for that matter.
I mean, I was in
Getting out here,
Montana
I was like,
within 2
"Man,
weeks of reading this book, so you definitely got me nailed.
Well, I think
exactly.
a lot of this goes to
I'm
what we
reading
were
the book,
talking
and now
about.
I'm thinking it's Montana.
I think a lot of this goes to what we were talking about earlier about how so much of it is so subjective and open to interpretation. And it's really easy to get we all could talk all night about our interpretation of every part of the poem, right? I mean, there's so much, and everybody comes at it from a different perspective and a different background. And some people are more metaphorical and some people are more mathematical. So I think, things like that.
And then you
So
get
I
the
think that,
spiritual people, the
right,
celestial people. It's like, oh
right.
my gosh.
Yeah. So that's why, that
Oh,
was the
exactly.
whole,
I kind of I ran away from that kind of right away. You know what I mean? With the celestial. When he said no searching at night, that kind of gave me an indication that he didn't want people overthinking the star thing, or because it would be extremely dangerous on
right.
top of that. And that
I
kind of
thought it was that he
eliminates
didn't want
the
anybody to be
celestial
eaten.
a little bit.
Well, my point was just that
One thing
my point was just that we, I think it's the most helpful for us to really try to dial into the objective things where we circle back around to where we started, which was trying to identify the things that aren't subjective, that aren't the things that we're trying to interpret for ourselves as the clues, because that's the fun creative part of it, right? But before you get to that point, we have to be looking at what the objective parameters are. So back to, where we were trying to work on this basic list of what does your solve have to meet basic requirements besides, pulling in your different interpretations of things. So
Right.
it's so easy to,
it's a
fun
real,
to do,
it's a
it's
real
fun to
risk
do
because
this
you don't know if it surrounds the family entirely or if there's something else more involved. So. But one thing I wanted to ask was, I just want to ask a quick question to Froggy because I believe he has a JIBLE with him. And I recently watched the interview in Montana again because we were talking about this 1 mile distance. So I went to go clarify it, and I saw him answer the question. He goes, "I didn't specify how far it was." Is there another time he was asked that question, and then he did specify that it was actually a mile?
It's in the episode where he talks to K-Pro and Calazars.
Okay, so that it's not.
It's the first
He
interview.
actually does clarify it's a mile on it. It's not the one in Dillon. He clarifies it in a different thing.
Yeah, it's in the interview with K-Pro and Calazar.
and then follow it up with the announcements on the website.
So if I can read it. I have it right here if you want.
No worries.
I can read it out.
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Go ahead. Okay, so this is it's interesting because the verbiage is different when K-Pro and Calazar ask it live, and it's different from what he wrote in the announcements. So I think that the meaning is generally the same. Some people find a little bit of value in the difference, but the question is, how far from your car do you need to go? Pretty open-ended, right? Hey, how far from your car do you need to go? And his answer is, you don't need to hike a great distance. You don't need to hike more than a mile to figure out where the treasure is at. That's the whole mile comes in a few different times in different places. I like to think of it, what Toby brought up, what Justin brought up that Toby had said earlier, the pyramid of truth, which I thought was Justin kind of bringing that up to the Hunt's collective conscious. So I really use that to judge things. The pyramid of truth. Is this an off-the-cuff answer? Is this something he had time to prepare and put on his website? Is this something in the book? And so for me, it all comes together. I don't look for how they differ. I look for how they make sense and how they agree. And you don't need to go more than a mile to be able to securely claim the treasure. Whether it's 1.2, 1.3, retrieving, it doesn't matter to me. a mile, and I'll be confident
Within a
that
mile, you'll know you're going the wrong way or not.
Yep. That's what it boils down to, I think.
I can run a mile pretty fast in the desert.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for calling, man. We really appreciate it. You brought up a lot of really good points, man. So thank you.
Hey, thanks. I'm sorry if I talked you guys' ear off too much. I look forward to seeing you guys all in Tucson and everybody else. Have fun.
We can't wait.
take care, man. Thank you. Yep.
Before we go to the
Bye.
next caller really quick, what's it called? Shay, sorry.
Before
we
you
just
hang
came
up on the next caller,
Question for Froggy. I'm not picking it up yet. Question for Froggy. How do you keep your blazer clean while boots on the ground? $5 beer money for each. Thank you so much, Shay.
thank you, Shay.
This is not my boots on the ground blazer. I have a different blazer. That's my BOTG blazer. This one is my serious panel interviewing blazer.
He has multiple blazers. Multiple blazers. Also, Mark from San Diego, after you hike less than a mile and you figure out where the treasure is at, do you have to hike more than 2,000 feet to get to the treasure location, which is roughly half a mile, a little less?
Where's the 2,000 feet coming from? I'm lost on that part. Am I missing something?
I've never seen that reference before. One thing I will say though, like, we talked about this when we were talking about people who would politely poke holes in your theory. Mark in San Diego really dials in on detail, and I mean, I don't always agree with his theories, and he certainly doesn't always agree with mine. I made the poor guy take a picture with me in the Montana airport, and I thought he was going to just die. He seemed mortified, but such a nice man. But he's got an attention to detail that I think makes a difference, and it's certainly necessary when figuring out how to find a dang treasure. I will say this. It's like all the times I've heard, like, how you have those moments you're like, oh my gosh, I just heard that, but you've heard it 1,000 times. Froggy reading that, which I know someday if I find this treasure, he's gonna be like, see, Emma, you couldn't have found this without me. Froggy reading that, like you hike a mile to then find the treasure. It's like, wait, you just hiked a mile. So is that where your kitchen is a mile deep?
So for me, we had a discussion earlier with some of your lovely patrons in the Discord that I look at this with half a creator mind, and I don't want to leave the door open at the end of this for anyone to have any claim against me. So I want to make the ending as tight as possible. I want it as clean as possible, which means my words that I choose to say and to print, I'm very careful about to not leave any room for negativity against me. So the way I interpret that is if I go a mile and I'm in the right spot, a mile in the right spot, that treasure should be mine. So I'm not worried about 100 feet, 200 feet, 300 feet, whatever. It should be reasonable. I should have it. It's not that I am going to run out of energy. I'm going to run out of water. It's going to be, I'm going to lose the direction. I don't even worry about that. I just trust Justin, trust his statements that he's put out in print because that's the bottom of the pyramid. And I go a treasure. If I'm right, it's mine.
And Mark, just really quick to follow up on Mark's, that's what I figured is you were just coming up with 2,000 as a way to kind of like put a number on it. So just kind of which side of that are we on? And maybe Justin would answer that. I don't know. I picture it being more than 2,000 feet. For some reason in my head, it's going to be more than the mile that applies to figuring out where the treasure is at. And could be totally wrong, but I feel like it's getting the treasure might be a little bit further.
I agree. Hey, really quick, we actually have a caller on the line right now. They are so patient. We were in the middle of saying some amazing things. We really appreciate it. Welcome to the show. Who may I ask is calling? Oh no, did I lose you?
Hi, hello. Yes, I was being very patient. I was being very patient. And I was listening to everything that y'all had to say. And man, I just have to say that I love the energy that y'all have together.
Thank you. I think so too.
Thank you.
I love the energy. I'm so happy they came on with us. They make the show.
And then, yes, of course. Is I heard that you guys were talking to my primos, T-Ray and Ray. They are my cousins.
Your cousins?
I somehow
They're from the barrio, homie.
I did not know that. I thought they were from Georgia, so that threw me off.
Hey, I just came to the US very recently, but I had to meet my cousins, and I am very happy to be watching the show with them and watching you guys. Every time that we always see a video posted, I turn up the grill and I make a carne asada and just watch you guys.
I hear a caller.
Carne asada is my favorite.
Thank you so much for calling. We really, really appreciate it. It's keeping us entertained tonight.
Of course. Hey, I love the Treasure. I love Treasure because I have chronic gambling.
Well, that's why searching for the treasure is not gambling. It's a skill.
It's all skill based.
Well, then let me tell you, I got all the skill, and I want to say, Jam, you're looking very, very scrumptious, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So I really, really
Jam, I want you to be the jam, and I want to be the peanut butter.
We can make that happen, sir. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate it.
Jam's like
on this show.
He's like, I know.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, I'm literally crying. I'm laughing so hard.
Thank you so much, Treasure Hunter, for putting this on, and Froggy. Extra special thanks to Jess in the West for creating and maintaining the JIBLE. I just printed out version 5.0, and it covers half of one of the walls. Covers half of one of the walls.
Printing it is dedication.
War room. You got a war room? I need a war room. That's what I got to do.
I actually have a war room. I actually just got this huge calendar thing from my war room.
Wow.
Oh gosh.
I got.
And you are welcome.
I use this thing called a computer and put everything, all my notes in the computer. So
can we have an unboxing? Can we see the calendar?
I mean, you could try. I could try it. It's big, but it's big, friend. It's big. Hold on. Go ahead and keep talking. I'll try to figure out how big this section is. I just am dying. I'm so laughing still. Jam and peanut butter. Just saying.
I'm very popular tonight.
Jam, you are very popular tonight.
Well, you know, just saying.
Go ahead. That's not me. Rob's like, it's not me.
I'm scared to pick up because I don't. Those are different phone numbers. So that's like, oh, this one's safe. Like that.
This one's safe.
So
It's
now
never safe. It's never safe. I'm just glad it's you. You're the jam and the peanut butter.
You know what?
I'm like the number of times I've had some comments where we're like, wait, what?
That's why it's all good, man. It's all about having fun and having a good time, and you know that's what we appreciate. You know,
I've never seen Rob and T Ray in the same room at the same time. I'm just saying.
It's definitely not.
Look at this thing. It's huge. I had to have a countdown. I still can't even get it off. I'm like pulling the.
I'm going to pick this up, but I have a feeling, even though it's a completely different number, I have a feeling it's not going to be good. They're going to keep calling. Here we go. Thank you so much for calling. Welcome to the show. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Yes. Hello. This is Steven Miller.
Okay.
Fun tonight.
Well, it has been fun, and I think that's part of it. We are 2.5 hours deep, and everybody has been so kind to be here so long. Obviously, this is something we're going to start doing every Friday night, minimally up until the Seeker Summit. But at 2.5 hours, I think we start to get loopy.
Yeah.
The sugar's kicking in.
You know, you just get loopy. But we wanted to thank everybody who came out, all the people who gave money, so unnecessary. For those of you coming to the birthday party next Wednesday, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's here. It's been a year. And this year has flown by. And I mean, we're 2.5 hours deep. There's 116 people watching. I think that speaks volumes. And
we're like good. Show is over though. We had a lot of fun.
The
We had a
poor guy
lot of
named
fun.
Stephen Miller. He really had a question he wanted to ask, and you were just like, nope.
Stephen Miller is real?
They threw me off. They threw me off. Poor Steve. I know.
Poor Steve.
They threw me off with the different phone numbers. So good on them for coming up with
They're
like 5
clearly
different
good at
phone
this
numbers.
game. They're
So-
good at this game, but we will get better at our game. And by we, I mean Jam. He is.
Yeah. So part of the show, I'll tell you right now, part of the show, I was like, oh man, people can hear the beeping from all the calls that were coming in. So I muted my mic thinking I mute my mic and that will, you guys can't hear the beeping. And what that did is the callers couldn't hear you guys anymore. So that's why they were like, there's a delay. And like for like 3-4 callers, they're like, there's a delay. And I realized, oh, I have to stop doing that. So that was part
So
of it.
you're the delay.
I was the problem. I was
You're
the problem.
fan delay?
Yeah, after I stopped to report. Yeah.
Jam was boobing. Beep. Beep that
Hey,
boy. He's been boobing.
Hey, I said
I did want to say
booping.
thank you for having me on the panel, and I wanted to I wanted this when Chad was on, but he did put out a serious announcement across all platforms.
Yes,
he's pausing kind of his hunt for the next couple of days once the weekend passes, because he said the whole area is inside the storm. So he advised everybody, please do not go out looking for the geode for the next couple of days.
Yeah, not just there. It's all over. You need to really be careful. A lot of people need to make sure they cover their pipes or something like that.
This is really good, solid advice, Jam. Jam, tell the room what you do when serious stuff like this is about to happen.
Well, look at what happens is it's going to be for us. It's going to be 50 degrees outside, and so California is going to shut down. It's going to be too cold. So
I can tell everybody in this room what Jam gets to do when stuff hits the fan like this, and what I wish I could do.
What's that?
Do you know what the answer is?
I don't know.
We call J-Mo. Our other brother. We have Jam. We have a Jam, and we have a J-Mo. We call J-Mo when stuff like this gets crazy.
I would call my brother and be like, "Hey, you got to come wrap my pipes." I have no clue anything.
And now what I do, I call Andy. Jim, I call Andy. Casey, who's on our hunt team, her husband Andy, they own Salt-Based Mule. He's my call. He's who I call. And you know what he did for us this week? He went and picked up shirts and hats for me to give away at our birthday party.
I got a Salt-Based Mule hat in Dillon. Remember that, Emma?
Do you wear it?
Grabbed it out of your hand. No, I had to answer a trivia question. And
But
then
do you wear it?
I do.
And then you grabbed it out of my hand.
Yeah.
I wear it. People always say that's a beautiful hat.
Salt-Based Mule is amazing.
It's be safe. The weather's really bad right now. Be really safe out there. Don't risk it. It's not worth it. There's no amount of money that's worth your life for not only you, but for your family, your friends, your loved ones. Really quick, Kelly, Jess in the West. It really has been nice, convenient way to make sure facts are right. Since it's information overload, you are a goddess.
A goddess.
I am going to screenshot that for my husband when he gets home. He's snowmobiling this weekend, actually down by West Yellowstone. He's he's not treasure hunting, so he can go be dangerous and ride snowmobiles in the snow as much as he wants. So, but I am going to be sure to show that to him. And
if you ever need somebody to tell him, you can call me and I'll be like, she is a goddess. She is.
Oh, no. I mean, he knows. It's fine. But everybody who's saying thank you, you're very welcome. I had no idea that this would, I didn't know if it would even be helpful. And I am so glad that everybody finds it so helpful. So that was my goal, and that's awesome.
It has been so helpful.
Amazing. The fact that you do that, we're all so blessed and lucky. So thank you so much for doing that. It's time consuming, so much energy, and but it benefits everyone. So thank you. You don't get enough praise. We're so
I'm
happy.
just laughing at Rose's comments. I'm taking everything you're saying very seriously, Jam, and I appreciate the nice words. I'm just laughing.
Chad has had me in stitches all night.
Run her fingers through my hair. So
all night.
if you're going to Tucson, I'll brush it out just for you.
And I'll freshly wax
Froggy
mine.
as well.
Put some
I
shea
may
butter
or
in there or
may
something.
Yeah.
Get a haircut. We'll see. I had to get one for the wedding. We'll see.
We'll
You
all be
did need
having
one
our
for a
best
wedding. We had pictures taken. You have to look decent for pictures.
Absolutely.
It's not a wedding. It's a treasure hunt.
Yeah, just don't be ugly because there'll be pictures. That's all I'm saying.
Did you not hear that someone wanted to be my peanut butter? Okay.
I think they were.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so I'm not gonna be ugly. Apparently, I didn't hear anybody saying they want to be your peanut butter.
Nobody wants to be my peanut butter,
That's
Jam.
right. No.
Nobody wants to be my peanut butter.
Thank you.
It's true.
I think that was
Literally.
a paid caller, Emma. Don't feel bad.
I can't believe it. Nobody wants to be my peanut butter. Did you hear that, Jess? I'm gonna cry tonight.
I'll be your
Maybe.
sweetheart, Emma.
Well, they were trying to get you to take off your shoes. So that
They
was something.
did try. They wanted to see my feet. There's a weird obsession with feet in our world. I don't understand treasure
not gonna
hunters.
make
I'm
you-
like, feet are gross. Don't touch or look at feet. You'll be my peanut butter fern. Thank you. Rose, the peanut bite. I can't. My hair will get messy. You know I don't like messy
What
hair.
about
Pie eating?
peanut butter eating contest? You guys
What kind of pie?
peanut butter eating contest for the ladies. Then you can just use a spoon. Whoever can try.
Oh my gosh.
No,
We
you
know
have to eat the pie without a spoon.
Peanut butter,
Jam.
we're like,
That's the
they're like,
fun
how
part.
many spoons of peanut butter did they eat? They're like, 2. They ate 2 spoons of peanut butter, and then they couldn't get it off the roof of their mouth. They're like,
If someone is going, I can't even read
oh,
that
wait.
out loud.
He's married. Thank you for the offer. But he is happily
Wait, he'll
married.
eat peanut butter off of his head. I think his wife would watch. I'm just saying. I've met her.
Extremely,
Mrs. Froggy
extremely
is
and
hilarious
happily.
and fun.
Oh my god.
Before
Oh,
we
boy.
hop off, I just wanted to we had talked about doing a voice chat to follow up at some point on Discord. I'm probably not going to be able to hop in there tonight. I didn't know, we had so much fun and stayed on all night.
Nobody thought it would be 2 hours and 41 minutes.
It was awesome. I am not complaining at all. But one of these nights we will do kind of like a follow up, I think, in one of the voice rooms, right?
For sure. Absolutely.
Digging through and yeah.
And we could, if we want to, we could try to do the voice chat where you like jump on and like it's collaborative. It's kind of like what we had to do when we had to do like the breakdown of here's what happened. Scott just asked to be my peanut butter.
See?
And you can lick peanut butter off his head.
I don't eat peanut butter. Except for when I'm having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or peanut butter toast, which is delicious.
But we digress.
Kelly, you can be my peanut butter, Kelly. You can be my peanut butter. But Jam, tell her what kind of jam is your favorite jam. I think it's strawberry. It's strawberry.
Strawberry.
If I had to guess, I'd be like strawberry jam for Jam.
Well, it's jam and then strawberry jam. Okay, so I'm the number 1 jam, and then
Butter. Oh, we are gonna have such a good time in Tucson in person.
We're
I
gonna
can
have
tell
such a
from
good
reading
time.
the comments. Like this is gonna
We
be
have a great crew. We have a
We do.
great
I love
crew.
this
And we got to break this record, guys. We got to break this record. We're doing everything we can.
I want to be.
Jim did say his favorite flavor is jam. Jim's favorite flavor is jam.
Oh, that didn't come out right. Strawberry. Strawberry.
I might have said BDSM on accident, but you said your favorite jam is jam.
No, I think the words have to be in the right order. Your favorite flavor jam is ... You're supposed to fill in the blank.
Oh, it's strawberry. It's strawberry. I can tell you
strawberry?
his favorite jam is strawberry.
Strawberry. Yeah.
That is so
Strawberry's the
all
best.
American. I love it.
He is all American as apple pie, and he loves that too.
Ew, no. Okay.
All right,
Well,
we
need a cut.
Okay. Thank you
That's
so
good,
much
Danica.
to all of you who stayed the whole 2 hours and 43 minutes. We'll see you again on Wednesday. Well, we won't be live on Wednesday night because we'll be having our birthday party. But we won't be able to do this next Friday because hopefully we're still in a poker tournament. But the week after that, we definitely
Emma
will
might
be
be
live.
Right. We won't be live,
I'll
but
kill
you
you,
never know. We
Froggy.
might end up on a show next week before TreasureCon. So keep your eyes out because X marks the pod. I don't know if you guys have subscribed or watching. You should. They asked us to be on. We may be on next week if we can. So we're going to try to see.
Oh, we should do that. I love that Bruce. I'm hoping Bruce is okay. I've been so worried.
I know. So we'll see what we can do
I've been
about
so
that. And
worried.
thank you guys
I would love
all
to
so
be.
much. Thank you, of course, to Jess in the West, our favorite.
Jess, you're fantastic. Froggy,
And
you're
of course,
fantastic. Jam, you're not
Froggy.
bad.
We're okay.
Listen, thank you all for coming out. Oh my gosh, Scott, this is why you're not allowed to be free.
Yeah.
This is why you're locked up, Scott. Free? No free, Scott.
No.
Cover that. He is not free, and he knows why. And he's going to end up back. He's going to get locked up in a closet. Thank you
who's
all
on
for
the-
coming out
Posey's on my
tonight.
shirt.
The best. I
Talking to BTME.
forgot. That's the shirt. Hold that up again. That
I was
is like my
wondering what was
favorite.
under that. Aw.
I mean, poor Justin. He didn't even know us yet, and now he's on a shirt for life. But damn, my hair was great in that picture. Hold that
Oh.
up again.
How about I hold this up? God dang it. It's moving. She admitted it. He's a prisoner.
Not admit he's a prisoner, but he is not free.
Justin Posey called you out.
Justin Posey. Here I'm talking about how sweet it was to have you on that shirt. No free Justin either. No free Scott. No free Justin. No peanut butter for anybody tonight.
That's why Jam's a favorite. Oh, that's why it's.
That is why Jam is his favorite. All this
I got
time.
Justin
Now
Posey,
I know.
got T-Ray. Okay.
And you got Steve Miller.
Got Steve.
No, Steve. No,
If I hadn't cut him off.
Steve Miller hates
Lost Steve Miller.
Ripper! No, I'm good. I promise I'm a good girl. Mostly.
Free Jam.
He's all, oh my God, free Jam. There is no free Jam. There is no free Scott. There is no free Justin. You heard it in the 2 hours and 46 minutes. Okay, guys. Have a great night. Thank you for coming out. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.